Okay, we should be live. Let's check on the Twitch. Yep, we're live.
Oh, perfect.
Sweet. Well, for the nobody that's here yet, but for anybody watching the replay, this is Lee from Champions Chat and Flex from TWF, the Woken Family Gaming, and we're gonna do some things tonight. Flex, welcome to the stream.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What are we calling this tonight? We're calling this Night of Flexing, or what are we doing?
Yeah, let's
what
do
kind of
it.
corny,
I
what
like
kind of corny
that.
name are we doing for this?
A night of flexing. I'll take that. I like that. Yeah. Except I got
Fun.
a hat hair here, so I'm not flexing too hard here. I'm being
Nah,
kind
you're
of
all good, brother.
scrubbed.
You're all good. Nobody's judging you.
Yeah.
I'll take the judgment off you.
Nah, we're good.
We're all
All
good.
right, we got
I'm
the
like,
faction roll call in the chat. Steven Randall says, "Hey." CM Punk says, "Woken Warriors reporting for duty." Flex, do you know CM Punk
he's a good dude.
510881?
He's a good dude. CM Punk, my Brooklyn boy. He's a real one of the few real ones in there. So he's
Nice.
not in the chat. I mean, like in general in the game and in life. He's one of the real ones out there.
Nice.
My guy.
Nice. COA in the house, coat of arms. Dirty Dom here. Venomous Vipers. Home tonight, so watching on the PC from iKurgan and listening while at work. Team Slam, and then CM Punk says, "Thank you, Flex."
All good. I'm trying to hop into the chat so I can join in some of the goodness there, but my Twitch is giving me issues logging in there, but I'll be in there shortly.
Okay, sounds
Happy
good.
Friday evening, midday Friday. Well, I guess what time is it?
It's 6 where I'm at, so it's 8 if you're on the
Overseas. I don't know
East
if there's a lot
Coast.
overseas. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Uh,
over here, 8 o'clock on the East Coast here,
right. Yeah, that's where Rusty usually is. So
where he pretends to be. He's
where
a
he
witness
pretends
protection.
to be. Yeah,
He's in
tonight
camp
he's
witness
there.
protection.
Tonight, Rusty may or may not be at a magical land with his family. That's all I can say.
May or may
That's
not.
all. May or may not. That's all I can say. Let's see. We got Team Slam. We got Murder's Most Wanted, Champions Creed, KSMA, Toxic Mafia, CSC Evolution. Not a full time job. We'll give a couple more minutes to the shout out. Baby Ice, this month you moved up to Haven. Aw. Aw. I don't remember where you were at before, Baby Ice, but congrats, I guess. Flex, why don't so you've gotten a couple streams under your belt, but just in case anybody hasn't been introduced to one of our two newest content creators, just give them a rundown of who you are and what your content is, how they can find you.
Yeah, so I'll post some of the links in the chat. Obviously, you can follow me for my handle on Twitch. I'm in there now. I typed in hello all. I'll put in the YouTube channel. We are TWF Gaming. Initially started out as just helping other members of the community in a little bit of a different way, and it kind of mushroomed and ballooned up. People love the content. They asked us for specific stuff, and it was curated by different people from really all different groups. BDC, one of them from your group, TM Toxic Mafia. He
Yeah.
gave us some ideas, and then he also gave some stuff that he wanted to put out there. So he was, he wanted to help out. But it was curated by a whole lot of different people. It's never about one individual, one name, one voice. Although mine's the one that you hear, unfortunately for you all. You get to, but it was meant to be kind of an amalgamation. I'll use a nice SAT word, amalgamation of ideas to go and help the. And you might be at a meeting, but board spelled the other way.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's how we all started out, and like I said, it kind of blew up a little bit in a good way, and very grateful for all the support. We are all TWF as a whole very grateful. Our partners, 12 partner factions that we have, are very grateful for support. So, and here we are doing big things with you all. I know you all really lit the world on fire in a very, very quick way, and you blitzscaled the heck out of your program and your brand, and a lot of kudos to what you built here. So I'm
Thanks.
very grateful.
Well, I appreciate that. It's been a challenging and interesting year, so I feel like we've backed off a bit, but we're not doing the podcast right now. We will again, but some of that kind of stuff. But it's just a short season. But yeah, it's cool. Any insights you can share about becoming an official CC? And plus, it's got to help that you have 12 factions worth of people you can send your stuff to. Like, hey, you guys,
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
this.
We don't. We try not to do that. Like, I haven't done. I posted in the promotion areas in different groups and all that. But when we first started doing TWF gaming, we weren't really promoting it that way. I wasn't really pushing it. I mean, it took about a week or so before I even announced it in our own faction server, and everyone's
Nice.
messaging. They're like, "Hey, what's going on? You're fish. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that." Because bro had mentioned it on the blog. I'm like, I guess something happened. No big deal. And it took me a while to do it because I'm not really, yeah, it's just hard for me to self promote that way.
Yeah.
But now, the content has always been about helping people just understand gameplay, pure gameplay in different ways, simulation with and without gears. But no edits, no nonsense. We're going to be going through some stuff later on in this show that are going to help the players too. But it's just more about what are the players looking for? What are the players looking for? What's replicable? What can help them in different modes? Minus boss battle, that's one event I don't talk about for obvious reasons. A lot of trauma, a lot
There's
of
trauma.
boss battle trauma. But just I do enjoy talking about the game and helping others. We get messages from all over, and we have for years. I've been doing this for many years, almost a decade now. It's horrible. What a horrible existence sometimes I feel. But it's we've helped a lot of people understand the game and the money they've invested in the game in a very different way, and appreciate some of the beauty and some of the mechanics, but also some of the, like, why do they do this? What's the point of them doing this?
Yeah.
Why do people in this group use multi down or down MP and stuff like that? Like, what's the strategy behind these kinds of things? Just helping people become smart in the game, because if they become smart and the game becomes more sticky, we have somebody to play with or play against. So there we go.
That's great. Well, welcome to the team and the stream. Just to catch up a quick on some of the shout outs in the chat. Hey, Argashish, good to see you. Kurgan says a chance for Rusty to see Bro if he can get away from the fam. What's up, Restate Gaming? Good to see you. Royal Pipeness, TNM in the house. Not a full-time job. We have Rusty expecting a ransom. Nice. And I guess that's, well, here we go. And still don't know where the first time was I saw you, Northern Mouth. I don't know either. So TWF Gaming, if you can click on that, you see it in the chat there. Give a follow right there. And then Flex, if you want to put your YouTube channel link in there, I'll pin it as well for
Yeah,
a
it's
little
in there.
bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that I put in the chat. Yeah, you want me to put into on Discord for you? Is that easier?
No, just put it in the chat again. I missed it, so if it's in the fresh spot, then I can pin it real quick.
Yep, there you go. Right under Big Daddy J.
That's
What's
weird.
up?
It just shows 3 dots, like
Oh,
it's.
that's
Yeah,
weird.
message me on Discord real quick, and
Yeah,
I'll throw it in there. It might be blocking it because you're. I think Goldie
nobody.
has to let you have permissions for that or something. I don't know. She's the
Goldie.
one that let us in, but
Out of luck.
yeah. Oh, what's up, Big Love? No, Rusty's not here. Rusty is with his family. Very possibly, we've been hearing somebody has a ransom on him. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But, all right, here is the Woken Family channel. I'm going to pin that for just a little bit. That's where you can find Flex on YouTube, and then you click on TWF Gaming, and you've got the ability to follow on Twitch. So,
Thanks,
Flex, we got some things tonight. We're going to power rate at least Bull Nakano. We've got a new plate for Dom, and
brother.
as far as I know, there hasn't been any official content on that plate because I had to get it onto the account here tonight. So I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's true.
No, we
And
don't have that. I
then,
don't think we have it on the Candyland either. I haven't
yeah,
even
well, it
checked.
is now. Yeah, I mean,
And
I just got it. I just had him added onto there before stream. So we've got some Dom Plus plate, and maybe, just maybe, we're gonna maybe do another power rating if we get some time where Flex gets to pick who we do. But yeah, I did get Dom. Thank you. I don't have Twitch app.
what's the joke I put in the side chat? We're going to power rate Furpo.
We're gonna power rate Furpo. That's right. Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. No,
Ah,
I guess we can say it's been an uneventful week in champs, huh?
right? Yeah, there's nothing going
Oh
on.
my
Like,
goodness. Oh wow. It was
jeez.
Oh, it was so much. It was so much.
Liv,
It was so
Liv already
much.
got a rework before I even got to do a video on her, and then
I didn't do
there's
a video on her yet. Thanks for the new subs that come into our YouTube channel. I haven't done
nice.
the rework on her because I felt that they were going to do something, or there's a possibility of it. I didn't want to do it because it takes so much time to produce. I don't think people
Right.
realize how much time. Like the gameplay recording itself is not bad. Like they'll see a 1 minute video or 2 minute video of the gameplay, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, how long could it possibly take?" But really, of all the stuff that we produce and the way we produce it and the custom music we have on every single one, we're actually going to create a playlist of all the songs that we have on their videos because some of them are really, I mean, they're all really good, but some of them are like they're bangers. I mean, they're just they're really good songs, and they're not copyright. So it's fun it's fun to have custom music and custom feel to every video, but it takes a while, and you know
It
this, Nate. Like
does.
it takes a while to put it all together between edits and stuff like that. It just 1 minute, 2 minute video might take like 45 minutes sometimes to put the right stuff together.
Yeah.
It takes time, man.
It really does. I mean, there's been times like the 3 minute move sets for us were fairly quick, to produce, but even
Yeah.
still, yeah, like you're saying, like you gotta play around, you gotta do. I mean, that's why I still haven't done any content on Dom yet, which we're gonna do tonight, thankfully, and I just got Live done afterwards, so
Mhm.
you know it is what it is. Well, we're going to do some power rating, and so I'm going to hit the little intro real quick, and then we will get a video going. Here we go. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat with Flex from TWF Gaming, a new official content creator for WWE Champions, and we're going to power rate the new free tier B tier Bull Nakano. Flex, first off, you familiar with the power ratings? And then secondly, what do you think about Bull Nakano finally being in the game?
I know a lot of people have been asking for, and if you've seen or heard me, which condolences if you've heard me too much before, but I'm not really big on who the character is because, like I always
Mm,
say, I'm not dating them, I'm not hanging out with them, I'm not doing any of that. But I do understand why people have nostalgia. There's a lot of nostalgia to the product, wrestling as a whole. And Bo was somebody that I saw pop up a lot in like, what would you like to see? She was never part of any polling, if I recall.
yeah.
She probably won. But I'm like, why do people want her so much? Like, you never really hear her much. You don't really see her in any vignettes or anything like that. But like, the fans just really wanted her. And then when we saw the preview, I'm like, wow, they're gonna love this part. Then maybe the other parts are a little more checkered, but they're gonna love the part. Who's finally in the mix, and she has good artwork. She has some decent movesets. She's an interesting
Yeah.
character. Is she going to knock your socks off? Probably not. But again, there's a nostalgia factor there. She's a new gen. We have a
Yep.
new gen powerhouse now, so you can mix up the straps. You can do the sharing is caring, I think Merrick calls it, with whatever you have with Rey Mysterio, the turtle. You
Yep.
can actually share that with her too. So
Yep.
there's some nice synergies with the character as a whole. How about yourself? What do you think?
Well, we're gonna kind of find out as we go. In terms of like the model, yes, the artwork has been amazing the last few. The models have been getting better and better. Like I remember, you go back and compare. Like my favorite one to beat up on is Striker Scott Hall from way back in the day. The artwork on
Yeah.
that is oof, my PlayStation threw up. But now they're so good, and yeah, I haven't got a chance to play much with Bull. I got her, I think Thursday night, and then went. What is today? Friday? Yeah, so I got her last night, yesterday. Played with her for just long enough to get the tours done, and then went back to work. But I
Yep.
did, obviously get to do the break it down video on her, which you can check out on our channel. But what we're here for is power ratings. So Flex, I know you've been on some of the streams in the chat. You're familiar with the power rating idea a little bit, at least, right?
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I know sometimes it could be a little confrontational, but it is conversational tonight.
Yeah.
Uh, we're looking to figure out what not only just what's a good moveset for her, but where she rank about amongst other females.
Right. Yep, and the new you mentioned new gen. Like we were talking on the pod. Well, we don't do the podcast right now. We will again, but on the show, the Twitch show, a couple several weeks ago, it was like, man, they fixed the problem we had with the Legends era ladies last year. Wouldn't it be cool if they fixed the new gen ladies for the eighth
Mhm.
anniversary this year? And then it happened. Like we didn't know that was going to happen. It did, but now even more so because now we've got a powerhouse in there as well.
Yeah.
But the game name of the game with power ratings is where are they going to fit on your roster? Not just can they hit 7 bajillion damage, but what is
Mhm.
their balance? What is their speed? All that kind of stuff. And we always power rate post 99 MP, so you'll always see us using trainers and etc. Even if they're in 99 MP era, and that does with her limit some moves because honestly, like I'm gonna run her two different ways. And Flex, if you're like, hey, do it this way, it'd be better. You throw that out there because
Yep.
that'd be awesome. But this move set that you're going to see on screen, I said in the other piece, I really only care about the two purple moves. I
Yep.
hate the steel blah 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 from blah 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 move color because I always forget. During
Yep.
99 MP, you can throw down this times four if you get her to that high. If you get her, I think
Yep.
it's 4-star, maybe 5-star, but no, because mine's not 5-star, mine's 4-star. You could do the rope hung DDT, and then you can do some extra things, but you can't do that
Yep.
post 99 MP. So
Yep.
yeah. So I'm gonna run her basically double purple to get started, and then we're gonna run her blast move set. That
Can
sounds
you scroll? Can you
fair?
scroll right back down a little bit?
Sure.
Back to the green move, the Thunder Firebomb.
Yeah,
A few
that's her
seconds ago.
6-star move. So that one
Yeah.
most people aren't going to get pre 99 MP.
So when we think about, because on our own CC accounts, our own Candyland accounts, we have 6-star silver. So I always put a disclaimer in there in the beginning of the videos that, generally you take what you see and double it because 6-star silver, 6-star gold. Now that's not true with every single thing. If it's Leech
Right.
Gem or something else, or if it's a boost on certain things, but we do miss out on getting entourage boosts, especially with
Right.
the zombies with the 40/60s. But we also miss out on some characters like on my video because it's 6-star silver. Her Thunder Firebomb is a 4 multi. The 6-star gold maxed move
Mm-hmm.
is a 5 multi,
Five
and that makes
multis.
a pretty good size difference for a character who might be a little more fringe for certain people.
Yep.
So just want to highlight that. I know we're going to get to that build as well, but go ahead, let it rip.
Yeah, no, you're good. Like I say, the first one's pretty. My mouse is locked on that. Let me unlock it. There we go. So the first setup is basically two 7 MP purple moves. That's what we're caring about. The inverted DDT is great if it happens to be, but again, if you're like me, I just forget what moves who's doing, and then if I luck into it, that's great. But what we're doing is the springboard roundhouse, deal damage and increase your purple gem damage by 86%, and it's for 6 turns, so that allows for like some stacking and things like boss. I know you said you don't like the word, but boss battle.
Oh,
Uh,
oh,
you can
oh
keep
my
running
goodness.
that one. But then
Yes.
if your opponent's class is acrobat, you're going to increase it again by 200%. So very situational again, but overall pretty decent setup. And then the moonsault 7 MP again, deal damage and make 40 random gems, so almost the whole board into purple. Entourage wise, after 99 MP goes away, you're going to need to have both this guy right here, the Purple Woods for 4 MP, and Gunther for Purple Gems do 40% plus 2 more MP, so that gets you loaded with the full 7 in Feud. And then just run whoever you've got for Purple Gem damage. Zombie Brett at 6-star gold is going to be your best because he's
Yep.
40%, but then there's a couple options for the other slot.
Yep.
And then for the strap, really we're continuing for our power ratings to stay with a 100% strap because that seems to be pretty fairly balanced to the community. And I've
Yep.
got double Fury 2s, not Fury 3s on there. But the only plate right now for this one I'm going with is the Bubba's Specs. Whenever you make a purple move happen, you increase your purple gem damage by 50%. I didn't really think of anything for the basic slot flex. I mean, she's not really making any gym types. Is there anything there you can think of?
No, I don't. I mean, you could just throw stuff out there just for extra damage, like I didn't even think a crown plate would even matter there. I wouldn't even do anything there. It wouldn't really
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I mean, if we were doing the thing about the cards like this and some of the ones that we're seeing, like Live and all that, the MP is a little too high to do
Right.
split before MP trainers. So we can't do some things like put in the blast gems and that unless we have certain line bonuses, and we don't want to make it
Right.
look like, hey, this is so easy, you can do this on every node or every mode. You
Right.
can't. So I don't really think of anything that matters for this particular set because it is only the two moves, and she doesn't have another purple move that you could just spam or you could just
Right.
hit just to get another 50%. So I would just run those two moves, and that's really it. See
Okay.
what you get. I like her. They're probably gonna do this for the next one, but the Rumble Plate helps a lot because she gets that buff.
Right.
And unless you're my boy Twit, and shout out to Twit, and I troll him a lot in your own server.
Yeah.
Let's not going to use all the 6 turns. He might just because he's a maniac like that. He's
Right.
very smart, though, very sharp. But you want to try to maximize as much as you can in the one hit.
Right.
Right
Yeah.
there, she did 20 million at 6-star gold.
Which is not gonna hold up.
No,
Yeah, for a B tier, we expect about 40 million. Which again, we're gonna show a different move set here in a second. But B tier, if they don't hit at least 40 million, there's like a what's going on there kind of a
and part of that
feeling.
challenge is you have to use a 2 MP, 40% gem
Right.
damage purple there. And it's not her primary color either, so it doesn't
Right.
help her in that regard. But you have to use that instead of using a 60%.
Yep.
They have available, I think, is Jacob or Deal. I think it's Jacob. Or
Jacob.
somebody else. It might be Naomi, one of those. But the Rumble Plate is the one that I like is the simplicity of it. I forget what I was hitting with that, but I'm not really a spam plate kind of guy.
Right.
But for a character like her, she needs that, and it's her best bet to get the most damage in the short period of time.
Yeah, I would. Wow, someone in the chat said I would use Naya over Bull. If you're talking powerhouse Naya, dang.
He's a
But
dirty
trust me, she
troll.
gets better.
Dirty troll.
She gets better. But yeah, I just wouldn't like. I do have one purple rumble plate, and it's on Muda. I mean, I wouldn't move it over to her.
Yeah.
But she did win. I mean, 6 gold versus 6 gold. She won turn one, but it wasn't
Yeah.
pretty. It was
There's no
still
Santa there.
only
There's no kick out boost.
30
Yeah.
million. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't live off that. It's actually a little bit less than what I was getting, but I was doing tier sixes. That's also partially why.
Right. Yeah, for the power ratings, we always try to keep them as like
Yeah.
close to the median point of the community as possible. Now, when we do like, there's certain things that we'll buff up, but especially like if it's an S plus tier character, we just start full on with everything. But if it's a B tier, the feedback we get is like, well, we want to see like what's realistic first. So Flex, you're thinking then the more accessible move set is to go in with the Blast Gem set, right?
Yeah, I would do all green with her. We don't necessarily, I mean, just for the purposes of if we want to just show max damage, we can do that after before the power rankings. We don't need to do the 8 plates. But
Right.
basically, you're running it. You're going to do the blast gem first.
Yep.
Well, actually, set that up.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, so the moves is I've got them a little out of order from what he's saying, but yes, you would run the blast gems, which is deal damage. Choose 3 columns to make into blast gems, and then you've got the thunder fire bomb. Deal damage. Choose a 7x2 area to make into multiply gems of strength 5. Then you've got the Bull's Poseidon, which is how you're going to break everything. Deal damage. Choose 8 gems to make into red. And it's the new reversal for this month. If the opponent uses a move to fill any of their MP, then you steal their turn. So, triple green, all 7 MP.
This is a little more friendly for plate usage. There's a few different plates that we can use here. So, if going to Entourage, let's show Dom, especially this is his weekend.
Yep.
He's a new Entourage character. He's 2 green MP and 50%
100% at 35k.
Yeah, so we can run him here. We could also run the gem damage one, like a Scott Steiner, for example, if we want to do that. If we're going to use a rumble plate, you can use a green or a red rumble plate. On the top one, the regular one, you would use a Titan.
Yep.
Just because the blast, it's going to immediately trigger that. You could also, if you want to get really frisky and the perks are aligned with it, you can do the Entome plate.
Yep.
And you can run a black rumble.
Yeah, well, let's run her a couple different ways. So first on the trainers, don't freak out if you don't have Roxanne. You can just as easily use George the Animal Steel. Roxanne was just quicker to find. And then, like Flex said, you got the new Dirty Dom with his bonus abilities. You got the old Zombie Priest with Blast Gems do another 60%, right? Does that say 50? My eyes are hurting tonight. And
That's a
Sammy for 100. What is it?
that's a 30-60 on the red, and
30-60.
Sammy's 100. Yeah,
Yep.
Sammy's 100.
Yep. So then we're going to go in on the plates, and like Flex said, your Titan plate. That's the one that's on the 5-star prize wall thing. If you get her at 5-star, that is right off. So that's going to give you the ability whenever you make 8 or more blast gems, you're increasing all of your gem damage by 200% for 2 turns. And then on the mega plate, the ultimate plate, what are you thinking, Flex? I know you said a few of them. Which one do we want to start with? That's
I I would do red simply because that's her primary color. Unless you want to
okay.
build up. Do you want to build up?
No, I mean we can start because we don't have to do a ton of variations on these, just as long as it's within reason. But yeah, I agree because you're buffing the red with the blast plate, and you've
Yeah.
got the multi gems on the board, and so basically you're buffing her primary color by doing it this way and throwing
Yeah.
everything
Plus,
out.
you have Priest in there, and he's given the 60%. So
Right.
you might as well take advantage of that, or thirty
Yep.
percent. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, 30 plus 60. I mean, either way,
Yeah.
it's working out. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's see how she does. The world is upside down. Oh, sorry, that's yours. I'm trying to check the chat every once in a while too. It's hard to. You'll see as you stream more. It's hard to do both. So if you see
Yeah.
something in
Yeah.
the chat, like,
No, I'm in there.
wait, Rusty's in the chat. What? What?
Wait,
What are you
let's
doing
see.
at Disneyland with your family watching the show, Rusty? Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm not burning it down. Don't worry.
Rusty says, I heard Lee pulled Dom popping in from Disney World just to boo him.
That's cool.
All right, so let's take a look. We're going to see just the red gems real quick are, 210K. Then when we hit the blast gems, we're going to
Yeah.
see those buff. And
Yeah,
any preference on where we throw these out? I played it a couple different ways during the preview when I was doing that video,
I
but
mean, you kind of want to put it where there's more reds, just
yeah.
to because of the way your trainer set is. So I would probably put in the middle, fourth and fifth
Okay.
from the left. So you can leave it like that too. That's fine.
Middle, fourth, and fifth. So
Yeah,
you're saying like,
yeah, you can leave it 3, 4, 5 is fine too. That's
there we
fine.
go, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. Right in the middle.
4,
Yeah,
5, and 6.
yeah, 4, 5, and 6. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. So we'll throw those
Yeah, you have
down.
green, you have some red there versus the other one is yellow, some blacks and all that.
Right.
So, and you want to throw the yep.
Where we want the Maltese over the reds.
Yeah, you want to cover as many reds as you can, and then you're gonna just. You could actually do it on the bottom. Place it
Okay.
on the bottom and spam that area, and then you only have to break one blast gem.
So I can do
Do that.
that,
Yep.
and
And
then
then cover as many as you can, and then just get one blast gem. Yeah, you don't even need to do it for this one because there's a red cascade there. So take it
right.
off the green blast and just get as many multi situated as you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, make it connect. Make it connect to the red.
Boom, boom, and then the red ones are gonna come out.
Yeah.
That's 45 million that way.
Yeah. So it's still
Yeah.
a little light.
Still a little light. I mean, again, yeah, if you're running the tier 6s, but I mean, most of the community is not going to have those yet, so we hold back a little bit on that. Other than that, I mean, the only other thing I can think of is running the multi-plate, the blast into multi. But I don't know if it's going to hit as much as the
So,
Titan. What do you think?
so I would change this up. I would change the entourage up a little bit,
Okay.
and I would switch go to the entourage.
I'm
You
there.
can still do it with the red build. Take Dom off,
Okay.
and who do we have? That is. Let me check.
Just keep in mind we're going to need that 2 green MP, whoever we throw
Yep.
on, so she's ready for feud.
Yeah, because you can't. I mean, Santa's going to give us 4 plus the starting is 5 plus in 6. You would still need the line bonus. But hold on, let me just see what
And
we
that's
have.
fine. Line bonus just counts as a special thing, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Big Papa Pump is what Dirty's saying.
Yeah, it's for the green, but I'm trying to figure out who gives red gem damage with green. There's no one there. You can use gold.
Goldberg. I mean, it's all any color gems 40% with him.
Yeah. So
Goldberg, that is Hall of
yeah, he
Fame.
might be good there. Or you can use what's her name, Raquel, Powerhouse Raquel, for the extra
Yeah,
multi, and you would change the back end. So what you would do is put Raquel in there just for
you
now.
have to give me a minute to find her.
Yeah,
That's
do
always the
gem
trick.
modifier. Do gem modifier would be easier, unless you know where she normally is around here.
No, because they're always. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Thank you, Flex. Okay, all right, and
Sure.
then Santa instead of Sammy.
Yeah, so you can do that just so people. Actually, hold on. She's not MP. Okay, so then yeah, then do Goldberg. Sorry.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, because if we don't have that, then they don't start loaded
Yeah, there's another one that
MP.
has. I have to pull it up. My brain's a little
Okay,
fried.
so if we got Goldberg, that's any gems do 40% more damage,
Yeah,
plus all the other stuff. And any change on Sammy or Zombie Priest?
I would actually. I mean, if we're allowed, I would put Turtle Leo on there just
Yeah.
to get a little extra on that, and I would put Zombie Bailey on there instead of Sammy, because
Okay.
that's the set that I did there. The one that I was thinking about was Wildcat. That's she's the green MP, and then she's the +2 multi. So that's why. I mean, you just again you're hitting
Yeah.
as much as you can on the reds. You're getting how many gems out there? Was it seven?
It says,
You get seven gems out there, so you're hitting a pretty good amount, and it's buff 200%. So
did you say Zombie Live or
no, Zombie Bailey,
Bailey? That's
ZB.
what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna get the 30, the well 40 60 30
40.
60. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get it there, so you're gonna get the 40 off that, and then you're gonna get the 60% plus the 40% on where you're spamming the reds.
Yeah.
Now, if we
That's
yeah, we could do. Well, no, I wouldn't do Howdy on this one. But if
right.
we
Yeah.
could,
I mean that once we start to get too far out of what most of the community
yeah,
is going to have, it's like, okay, well, yes, she can hit that, but who actually can?
yeah, no, Howdy's a little unfair.
All right. Did I just freaking missed? This is the one struggle I have when we don't have. That's why I try to set up these entourage
They're
in
usually nested.
advance.
Yeah, they're usually nested together, the zombies. So if she's not, she's probably not being used right now.
Well, yeah, except for both Liv and Brett were just passing by, and so
Yeah,
yeah, it is what it is. Okay, you entertain the troops for a sec while I search for her. There
yeah,
she is.
you
Ha!
got her.
Got her. Okay, so we got the entourage. So now we're running Goldberg for any color gems do 40% more damage, and he's
Yep,
still giving us that 2 more green MP. Seth for multi gems, and then Bailey. We could run Wildcat instead. I mean, she's a free tier character as well, so
yeah,
totally accessible.
that's fine. We can run this with Goldberg just so people can see what the output is, and then we could always switch it up to Wildcat too.
All right, same plates.
Um, yeah, same plates.
All right, sounds good.
I don't remember if I did in my video if I did the Chelsea Entombment. Let me see.
Slim
Let me
Numbers
see.
says if you're blowing up the board, the new Hall of Fame characters are always a good choice. I
I did
agree.
the I did the Entombment. So the six plates that I used in my video is I used the specs, I used the black, purple, and red rumbles, and I did the Entombment and the Titan. There you go.
All right, where do you want me to put the multis?
Multi, you can put it on
Just
over the top to the right, and then you're just gonna by putting all the reds that you can choose on the multi, you're gonna
okay.
organically blow up everything anyway. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
absolutely.
There we go. So now we're gonna hit that. Let's see what the gem damage is before we do that. Oh, too
Oh,
late.
too late. Sorry.
Too
Yeah,
late.
you're on a little bit of a
Okay.
delay. That's always the
Yeah, I
trick.
know. I keep forgetting that we're on the delay here. So you're gonna do that.
There
Just
we
take
go.
as many as you can out.
There we go. And then hopefully that'll cover. Yeah, it
Yeah,
got
yeah.
the rest
Over
of
the
them.
there you
So that
go.
was 67 million.
There you go. Now we're cooking
That's
with yes. That's good.
that's yeah. That's now she's in that like 5 damage range right there. Her,
Now
um,
consider this. That's also without any perks, steps, or anything like that.
right, right. So now we're starting to see something happen. So let's one more thing. We'll run her with Liv, and then unless we've got any major changes, we'll power rate this move set and kind of go from there.
Yeah, so that's how you make her viable. So 67 on here will be about 75 to 77 million without multi or red specific perks, just on the organic ladders steps.
Yep. And then we just can't ever account for like what buffs are randomly going to be there for feud or for whatever mode. But
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
so now go
yeah,
ahead.
yes. Yeah, let's hit Wildcat on that. Yeah, the thing about this is outside of Turtle Set, then we can show some other options that are there, whether it's Trick Rock or somebody else, another 30% red person. But the idea of this is so you can see that, and then if you see 67, if you don't have Leo, you would think, okay, I'm going to lose a little bit on there. Maybe you get 60 out of that, so maybe you'll get 58 out of that. So
Right.
don't be upset if I don't have this one, I don't have that piece, I don't have that piece. It's
We don't have very good red gem placement on this one, but
yeah, I would just do probably the
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
first three columns.
And then hit the top again.
Yeah, you could actually put you could put it right in the middle.
Yep, right there.
Well, rows for you could do that too. That's fine too.
Well, I was just thinking, because that'll connect to the red, and then we'll get the
Yeah,
two red on the end there
yeah,
as multis.
either one is the way it's going to connect, but you can put it over the top. That's fine.
Yeah. So now we're at times 10 multi gems.
Okay,
So,
hold on. What's the damage? Oh, you hit it again. I forgot
did.
it's a delay.
I know the delay gets us, but well, we'll see the output at the end. Instead of the
cover the green.
67,
Yeah, don't cover the green.
so that was 71.
Yeah, so you got 71 on that, and that's with Wildcat.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what you can do here is now, if you don't have Seth, you get the +2 multi with Wildcat. You remove Seth, you put either Trick Rock, and that gives you probably around the 65, 67 you saw the video prior. So that's how you can alternate this. Now, the gift that we got last month, Lee, is that we basically put Matt Hardy on the shelf, right? So he's irrelevant now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have, but he's really irrelevant. Like, what do you need him for now?
Right.
So you're going to see I'm going to say about 64 to 66 million here.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. So either 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, and 5. I think, right? That'd be 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. We got two reds. Yeah, that's okay.
Or
Yeah,
if we put 2, 3, and 4, then we'll get these reds on the side mixed in.
Yeah, you're going to put the multi in the middle here, essentially. Yeah. But I mean, you have too many loot gems on the board anyway, so you could just drop a red gem on that up there if you wanted to. But I wouldn't waste the multi on it.
Right. Okay, so there's your red gem power now, so that you can see it. So.
There
3, 5, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 5.
Yeah, so now let's throw the multi on that. So it's going to be what, 3.5 million? It's going to be 10 or 11. 10 or 11.
They should be times 9 now because we swapped out. So we do it in the middle right here.
Yeah, we can. No, hold on, up one.
Right there.
Yeah, so you're going to do 3, 4, 5 rows. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Then you're going to just clip that one. You're going to clip the blast gems in the middle anyway. So.
Yeah.
So you got an 8 on that, and my guess is going to be about 60, maybe probably 63 to 65 is my revision. Just because also not a great board with all the loot breaks.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, that's whoa. I did that wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me reset that.
Yeah, hold on.
Don't kick out. Oh, she's gonna kick out. Why would she do that? Come on, Jade. Does understand we're streaming?
That's okay. Yeah, I know, right? That's that. But this is realistic, though. I like it when people can see, like, yeah, okay, so I can hit this, but this is not, like you said, not edited. It's not like, oh, we only found the very best clips. That way, she looks as best as possible.
Yeah, no, there's nothing is cherry picked in that sense. What is good about this going against Jade is that we're not going against somebody who is getting the disadvantage against her, so it's not inflating the numbers.
Right.
So, and this is a real feud build.
This is a good board.
Yeah, this is we got
This
lucky
is
on
going to
this
be
one.
a real good board. So I'm going 4, 5, 6 on this one, I
I would
think.
go I would go no, I would go 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. That's fine.
You get a little more reds on there.
All right. Okay, 5, 6, 7. And then multis. If 1 is the top, where you want me to put them 1 through 7 down?
Um, I would just drop it on the bottom,
Okay.
the bottom row. Yeah, the bottom.
All right. And then we're going to connect to this blast gem right here anyway. So that's going to blow
Yep,
everything up there.
yep.
And we
And you
don't
already
really.
have a red there anyway, so you getting an extra.
Yeah, we don't really have any loot gems to worry about.
Yeah, not over there anyway.
Sweet. All right, let's see what this one hits for. Bam, plus the red plate again.
Yep,
Yeah, 65.
yep.
That's good for a free
That's
tier
powerful.
character. That's really
Oh,
good.
that's very good. Again, you're using the red rumble on that. I saw a
Yeah,
comment in the chat from Footers, and Footers, you're definitely right that it's not as common as something like a Titan plate. But remember, we are getting more opportunities for those. I think I have 3 or 4 myself. I didn't spend for them. But we also did get it in the last boss battle weekend for free if you faction max the event, which I believe yours did anyway. But everyone got a case, and a lot of people got that, or they got to choose from the wall, what they want to do on when the recent walls was a little more accessible. So
right.
it's not as common as some of the other stuff that we've seen, but again, it is there. So I
You're
mean,
right.
if you want to run that Lee, without the rumble and see what that hits, probably going to be about 45 million is my guess.
We can. I mean, again, with what we do with these, we don't need to because we have the category built in for rare things. So that way, because I think let me go back to her real quick. I think we're being very reasonable. I mean, we took off Seth Leonardo. So in
Yep.
terms of the trainers, and again, keep in mind Roxanne does not need to be there. That could be George Steele for anybody who's thinking that.
Yep.
So really, we have Zombie Bailey as a potential rare thing, and the Royal Rumble plate because the Titan plate is not rare. It's
No.
common. So that's 2 rare things. Where when we get there, that really only drops her down to a 4. But that's kind of the trade-off with power ratings. Is so she hits higher damage, but she needed more to get there. So 4 and 5 basically on those scores.
Yep.
Or she hits lower damage, but we need less to get there. So it balances out. Either way, it would be pretty much the same score, but
Yep.
it's just which way you want to go with it. So on the power ratings, so damage is our first category. For a
Yep.
5, that would need to be equal to 100% of the current meta's top end damage. We will shift this as the meta shifts. We're probably at this point, it just makes sense to hold out until 7-star or whatever. But for the 6 gold meta, we'd said 60 million is top end damage. She hit 67 million, so that is a 5. She hit 67, so she is a 5 on power right off. And then speed is also the first 2 are objective. It's just did this happen or did it not.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into the vote on readiness, versatility, and entourage. But
Yep.
for the speed, for a 5, at least 2 of the following we need to be true. MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6, which it's not. They're all 7. Moves recycle flawlessly, which that is true. I guess it is kind of board dependent, but let's be honest, it's really not. You'd be good there. And animations are quick, resulting in a feud win in under 45 seconds. For a 4, it would be 2 of the following are true. MP charge is 7 or less. They're 7. Moves recycle flawlessly. Again, board dependent, but really you're going to get there. And animations are quick, resulting in a feud win in 60 seconds. So Flex, I mean, do you see any reason why she'd be a 4 or a 5 based on those criteria?
What would you place her? I mean, the charge is 7, right? So we
So that hits the 4 quality. And could we win in under 60 seconds in feud is always the one that people care
the
most
thing that's
about.
interesting here, the fact that we're running her with Wildcat, who everybody got, right?
Right.
Which is kind of interesting because for no particular reason and no and no tie at all. I don't think Scopely planned this out in any way, but the subsequent free characters month over month actually help each other out
They do.
with their primary build. So Wildcat is great in general. Wildcat helps
Right.
out Bull for this particular build, her prime build, I would say, even though it's not really her prime colors.
Right.
But it does help her out in this prime setup. But it doesn't, the 4 being that she's a 7 MP doesn't hurt her because it actually plays to who you're going to use anyway. So
Right.
because we have that, you might want to maybe reconsider some of that, because of that, but she's at least a 4 because
Yep.
she has a 7 MP, which is a little annoying, but it's the characters you're going to use anyway. It's not like you're going to be like, okay, well, I have to trade off this one to get that MP. You don't need to do that here.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
it's kind
mean,
of,
I could go 4, or I mean, 5 would be a harder argument because again, like we tried to, not that we can't rethink some of these things. I don't
yeah,
disagree with that, but we,
yeah,
what you're talking about is goes into readiness. Like
yeah,
Wildcat Live talks about the readiness, not necessarily the speed.
yeah,
Really, it's more like with the animations being choosy because
yeah.
you are
Well,
going to have to look at that and take that into account too. Like, can you win as quickly? So for me, this pretty much falls in the definition of a 4, which is by no means
yeah,
bad for
yeah.
a
I guess, yeah.
free
In terms of
tier.
speed in that sense, not in terms of getting charged up. I was kind of looking at it
Right.
from being charged up. So that's
No,
all. That's all.
yeah,
Uh,
charge is kind of in the readiness category, which we're about
yeah,
to get to now.
yeah. All 3 moves for her are touching the board, or foreplay as I call it,
Yeah.
right? So
Okay.
yeah, so she does need it for all. I mean, it's good that you have the actual control. You do have full board control,
Right.
where you're going to put the everything, which is really really good and unique. But yeah, I would say she was a 4. She's probably what, a 45-second to a minute run in feud if you're good with your fingers.
Yep. And just depending on how long it takes for choosing, and yeah,
Yeah,
like we've said, the board is, it's a little board
yeah,
dependent, not too bad, but a little board dependent. All
yeah,
right, so but still, for a free tier B tier, the fact that she's starting out with a 5 and a 4, that's like where our S tiers oftentimes start.
yeah.
Now we got to see, can she keep going with this? So the next category is readiness, and this is where we're going to start doing the
Oof.
polls. So
I'm sure Footers
readiness.
wants to comment on this.
What's that?
I'm sure Footers wants to comment on this one.
Footers. Well, we'll let him. You can chat there. So for a readiness score of 5, the character would need 0 or 1 special thing. So a special thing would be a rare plate, not just any plate, but like rare plates. So in this
Yeah,
case, we use the Red Rumble plate. That would be more
yeah,
rare. A
right, right,
gear, which
yeah,
she doesn't have, so that doesn't matter. Moment, which we're not using on the account, so that doesn't matter. And she
yep,
doesn't have it any. She's not tied to one anyway. Or a rare trainer, etc. So you
mhm,
guys are gonna vote. If she needs 0 or 1, she'd be a 5. If she needs 2 special things, she would be a 4. If she needs 3 special things, she would be a 3. But you'd have to tell us what she used in that. So I'm going to create the poll so people can start talking about it here. Where would you talk about her readiness? This is where the Wildcat conversation comes in and all that.
yeah, yep, yep. Sorry, I'm just finding my charger for the laptop. I don't
You're
need it
fine.
yet, but just in case. I do. It's there.
All right. Well, I got a 1 minute poll. It's live. It's live for readiness. So you tell me where you think she falls on the readiness score. Again, the way we got her here, you at least have one thing with the red Royal Rumble plate and probably Zombie Bailey. But and again, don't count Roxanne because you can use George Steele. It's just Roxanne was quicker to get there. So for sure, 2 rare things to get her to hit top end damage. Although you can hit even higher with Seth Leonardo. But we were able to take him off and still hit top end damage. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we were getting what, 67, 72 was our top. I think that's what I got it estimated on mine when I did it.
okay. Yeah. 60. Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Again, it helps if you have a better board with a little more reds,
Right.
but
So,
she's a solid card.
Steven Randall, 5. I would say she only needs 1 special thing. We definitely had 3. And I did allow multiple. I allowed multiple votes. Whoops. But it did still work out. I mean, the results were still fairly balanced in how that worked. And 4 won by 56% of the vote. And I honestly I think that's fair. She needs a rumble plate and Z Bay at least, and then of course you can go up from there. But again, 4 for a free tier, like we're tracking on S tier normal power rating at this point.
Wow,
So
that's a
it's
that's a
good.
touchy subject this month.
I know, right? Well, if we want to power rate the new Liv, I can tell you I don't think she'll. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, no
We'll get
comment.
there. Yeah, I did
She's great.
allow multi votes. I'll take it off on the next one. But we do have our official referee, Baby Ice, in the chat, and no fouls have been called for. All right, so 2 more categories to go. Versatility. For
Yep.
versatility, for a 5, that means this character is competitively usable. And that's a keyword there in all 3 major modes: feud, boss, and showdown. And the character has a special gem type that helps in extreme rules, gem mania, that kind of stuff. For a 4, characters competitively usable in 2 of the major modes: feud, boss, or showdown. And for a 3, character would be competitively usable in 1 of those. For a 2, they're not really good in any of the major modes, but they're going to win on tours. So, Flex, talk to me about Bull Nakano. Would you take her to boss? Would you take her to showdown? Would you take her to feud?
So possibly, it all depends on the boost for boss, right? If it's a purple boost and she's getting the 66, and I have the specs on there, and I can hit that, I got to look at the timing on it. But if I can hit that a couple times, that's not horrible. So possibly, would I use her in feud? I mean, over the thing about this is we're looking at this from the perspective of how much is she going to hit without perks, without steps, and all that. So
Right.
could I potentially use her um, over Zombie Chelsea? Possibly. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it's going to be similar damage unless you're getting the
Yeah.
purple multi boost anyway.
Right.
So would I generally use over some of the other options that I have? Probably not right now, but I wouldn't hate using her if she was a line bonus
Okay.
for for sure, at least at this point. Especially
Okay.
since I have some of the stuff there. And her she's not slow. She's not slow.
Right.
I like having a little board control there, which again I mentioned a few times. But yeah, I would consider using her.
Okay. Well, we've almost got the polls almost done. In chat, if you voted for a 3, a 2, or whatever, what modes wouldn't you use her in? But the overwhelming, well, I shouldn't say overwhelming. It's 43%, but I mean compared to the next set of votes, it's overwhelming. It's 3. 3 was the winner. 4 was close behind. So functionally, we're saying we would use her in one mode. So I think the argument would be showdown. Showdown's always hard because it depends on the perks, but we have to just assume like if there's all perks being equal, because they could always be random. How likely would you use that character? I don't know if she would be my go-to in showdown. Boss battle, maybe. Really, again, it depends on those perks, but you can usually tell if a character is going to be like the person that's going to carry a boss battle, or at least is in the realm of likely to do that. And I don't know if she's going to be the go-to for boss battle, but like you said, in
Not
feud,
as a main, but as a secondary, tertiary type card.
yeah,
For certain factions, it's not bad, especially if she does have a purple boost. It's just the same. It's the same color. What I like about her, and we haven't talked about this much yet, is her 2 prime builds. If you're not using sub, I don't use sub. Sorry, I'm a snob. I don't use sub.
you and
Uh,
Merrick's. I like
yeah,
subs, but
I don't use sub. I don't use sub. I value quality of life. I don't begrudge anyone except Twit if they do it, but it's just not my gameplay. It's not my style. I don't like using it. In boss battle, it's a little bit different. And her, she can hit the blast twice because of sub colors. If you have Mr. Perfect, the sub color and the other blast color. But her 2 optimal builds, her 2 prime builds that we would look at or consider utilizing, the purple, 2 colors, 2 moves, done, same color.
right,
The more green build is the same color.
right,
So if you do need one swipe to hit that, to match that in showdown or something else, or if the showdown perk is green friendly, she only needs one color to go.
right,
Versus somebody like I'm just going to throw a name out there, but well, somebody that people like to use in feud a lot is Acro Rhea. You're not going to use Rhea in showdown because she's multiple
right,
colors. Even if you have Carmelo, because you can you can have down MP. So you need to fill 2 colors instead of one. So anyway, That
Yeah.
is, I would love to that for that to be true, Dirty. I was just actually looking at King yesterday. Like, oh man, I wish I could make him good. I wish he
Make
needs a rework
Kane
so bad. They
good.
really they don't they came so dirty in this game. It's so bad.
I know. I really thought Hall of Fame Goldberg when I very first saw him. I went, "Is that? Did
Oh,
they finally put Hall of Fame Kane in?" No, never mind. I thought it was like the monster version, after he unmasked, but no.
it's terrible.
Anyway, all right. Last one is entourage ability. This is a make or break for a lot of characters in here. So for a 5, the entourage ability, trainer or coach, needs to add something that you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, it's widely used and it helps the character being used reach their full potential. For a 3, it's a niche trainer or coaching ability. May not be used much, but it's valuable when it is needed. And for a 2, it's a trainer or coach ability that adds something you might use if you don't have a better trainer or coach. And for Bull, her trainer ability is immobile gems do 100% more damage, and blue moves start with 2. Immobile 100%, blue moves start with 2. Flex, I'm about to hit go on the poll. Tell me what you think about her entourage ability.
I'm not really an immobile person. There's 2 characters that I would think about that she could be good for with that. One would be Liv, sort of, and the other
Yeah.
person would be what's his face, Carrying Cross, Tech Cross.
Yeah.
But nobody's really using either of those 2 cards. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, maybe Werewolf Ozzy or JBL Hall of Fame, depending on how you run them. But I
no,
mean,
not that.
neither of them run blue, so
No, you're not. Yeah, you're not
doesn't
doing
help
that, and
them.
you're not running Chewbacca with to get damage off the immobiles, and you can't. And the only other character I can think of that uses immobile really well. He's got so many moments now, gears and everything, comfy sweaters, all this kind of stuff. Is Eric Bischoff,
Yeah,
and that's not his color,
right. He doesn't
and
use
you're
blue.
not really trying to boost that kind of damage because that's just not what it's
Yep.
you're just not looking for that kind of stuff. So.
Super
Um,
Hendre says hello, Tech Cross and Tech Cody. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and Tech Cody is
ooh,
another one. That's another option because I think he does use the green build. Um, the other one, I guess, would be if you used. I guess I could test this out. Cowboy Bob because it's the blue green green set
yeah,
with with that with the cross plate. So I guess it could be an option, but again, those are not frontline cards that I would consider using. Like it's not like I would say, okay, now this makes Z Live usable again.
right,
Viable. So to me, she's not exciting as a entourage. It's good to have for
right.
situational, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, finally we got this.
I
And I'm not
know,
confident last month, obviously, with the multis. It's just
right.
not something that I run to and be like, oh, I need somebody for mobile. This is the one right now. It's not my thing.
Well, we had a rare occurrence where we had a dead hit tie, and because of my work schedule, I haven't been able to, do these discussions on Discord in advance. So we don't have, or I'm sorry, yeah, Discord. So we don't have anything else to go with. So I got to re-poll it real quick. One more minute poll. It's a 3 or a 4. It's a
Hop
tiebreaker
on a
vote.
poll.
3 or
Hop on a
4.
poll, everybody.
Yep. Hall of Fame Vader, JB Big Dog. Yeah, possibly. But different colors needed. Yep. So like 3 people for now out of 650 characters. Yes,
Maybe you
footers.
have 650 characters.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, wow.
Let's see.
Wow. All right, Entourage. One more repoll on it, and then we're done. This is a good discussion going, but we gotta bring it home. Is this niche or widely used? Niche or that's the definition words between 3 and 4. Niche or widely used. I don't normally vote in these. If I have to, I'll break the tie. If it were to tie again, but for me, and it's almost done, so I can say it now. She's niche. I mean, this is definition of niche for me. Yep, 3's won it. So okay, we don't have to break any ties. Yeah, it's just niche. I mean, that is the definition of that word. There is it's being used on a very small subset of people, and even like I always think about the fact that okay, well, yes, not every character is going to have immobile gems, therefore it's going to be niche anyway. But even within the characters that use immobile gems, there's only a few that you're going to use her on specifically. So that to me defines niche. So we got, let's see, 8, 11,
Very niche.
16,
Very niche.
19. Not bad. Not bad at all. 19 out of 25 for Bull Nakano. So if we look at the female visual sheet here, let me see if I can get it on screen. That puts her almost dead heat with Chelsea Entombed. That's about right. You know, below Zombie Live, puts her pretty much close to Tiffy Time. When we did Tiffy Time's rating, she didn't have like 17 things that they've since introduced. So
I kind of like that, but it just seems like, I mean, because it makes the character better eventually, and
right,
very eventually, something. But some of them is just you saw me put this in chat the other day. It's like, yeah, I gotta chill with the 50% gem damage reduction, because like you're never gonna be able to get any hits off Oblivion at all. I mean, it's some of these characters, you're starting right off the bat 150% defensive, and then you're
right.
getting 50% offensive, and then you're gonna get the medals on there. Come on, man, it's a lot.
It was a lot.
It's obnoxious. It's kind of obnoxious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this power rating. We're going to switch to showing off Dom's new plate here in a second. But Flex, thanks for joining for a guest spot on a power rating. Why don't you take us out? You close the video however you want to.
Bull is a good card. She's somebody that's going to excite a lot of people. They probably wish that she was a S tier or just the kind of secret hidden character, just because they've been longing for her for a while. But she is a very solid card. Two similar color builds. The all purple, green. She's a solid card. Don't hate on her. She's not the one that is the the lightning rod of the month. So she's a solid card.
Sounds good. All right, that's it for this one, guys. See you on the next one. Bye. Excuse me. All right, now we're going to go into Dom. I got to play a little bit with Dom yesterday. I'm liking him so far, but
I'm a fan of Dom.
yeah.
I haven't put my video out on him yet, but he's good. I have a nice song for him too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fun card.
I think I just hit manage instead of I did. Dadgummit. I do like that the way you have to search for him, because if you just type in Dom, it's like 17, 18 things. If you type in Dirty, he's the one that shows up.
Yeah, he's very dirty.
Dirty Dom. Although now it's doing the weird thing where I still have to find him. All right, there we go. Okay, well, I haven't set him up yet. It's not going to be this moveset, I'll tell you that much, though. It's going to be the black moveset. Let's see. Choose 5 gems to make black gems. Then this one. And then semi 3 area purple. I think we're running him like this. Flex, double check me before I hit the video, because I did just set him up last night. But
yeah, let me see. So yeah, you can do that, and you can hit the power gems twice, and then finish it off. You could do that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, because we're gonna show the plate in a second. I haven't done a breakdown video of him yet, so the only thing I've done is me playing with him since I got him on my account. But
Well,
well, I don't know. I have invested a lot more in this game in the last year or two than I used to, and I've got the bills to show. Anyway, all right, so let's get set up here and do a video intro. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat alongside Flex from TWF Gaming, the newest, well, one of 2 of the newest official content creators for WWE Champions. And we haven't gotten a chance on our channel to take a look at Dirty Dom yet, but we are also tonight getting to debut his brand new plate. Plus, it looks like this Dom betrays Rhea moment is on here as well. So we're
He's
gonna
one
go
of
big. We're gonna go big right off and just show him with all his dirty tricks, Flex. What do you think?
I like the card a lot. A lot of people should be very, very happy with him. And we just got off talking about Bull. So the two free-ish characters for the month are actually really, really good quality, I think, for what they are. And that moment is really, really, I like that moment a lot. It touches a lot of different characters. It's not hard to max, like we saw a lot of complaints about last month. Maybe complaints is not the right word, but so a lot of contention with. So this one, I mean, you have a lot of people that you can max out this moment pretty quickly. It helps in a lot of different ways between gem damage, power gems, and all that. So it's I like this moment a lot. And I like Dom
Yeah.
a lot.
I do too. Like, I mean, we talked about it again just a minute ago on the Bull video, but the poster art, the poster art on this one is not is my hero. Like, that's good. I think it's and it captures Dom's like you just want to punch him in the face
Yeah,
look right there. But the character art, because they have multiple Doms in the game, but they still managed to give him that like schmoozy,
video.
just ugh, I don't
Yeah,
like you, but I do like you look that I don't know, they did a
yeah,
really good job. I really like this guy. So
he's a good
we're going
Dom.
to take a look at maybe a couple different ways to run him. But there is, like I said, already one little caveat we just got to say is we do have the moment on here and it is maxed out. I can't take it off. I can't disable it. So just know that he is getting 50% less damage from all color gems, 50% more damage on gems, and power gems are doing 100% more damage. And that one in particular is pretty big, especially when we start pairing it with his plate here in just a moment, because that's going to start to move those power gems around a lot. So we're going to run purple, black, black to get us started. The Tilt-A-Whirl arm drag. Deal damage. Choose 5 gems to make into black gems. And it's one of the new reversals. If the opponent uses anything that fills up a MP on another move, you deal damage. But then in this case, you make 28 random gems into multi-gems of strength 5 before you steal the turn. So that's actually, I don't know, talk to me about that reversal, Flex. That's kind of a different setup than the others.
Let's read that one more time, just to make sure everybody understands, because he's a little bit of an annoying card, as you can imagine,
Yep,
uh,
which
where he's
fits.
because I actually ran him without thinking. I used Ilya against him on tour earlier,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden stole my move. I'm like, oh, you bastard! Why you gotta torture me? I just wasn't. I was trying to get it done before I took the kids out,
Right.
and it just stole my move. I'm like, oh, now you're gonna turn a turn one win into a turn two, turn three. So annoying.
Yep, yep. So he does damage, choose 5 to make into black, but the big thing we're talking about right now is this new reversal. If the opponent uses a move to fill any of their MP, which that's a lot of characters right there, and most of your S plus tiers actually use that mechanic to make sure that they have low MP
Yep.
charges. At least a lot of them do. Then you deal damage and you make 28 random gems into multiplied gems of strength 5. Then you
Yep.
steal your opponent's turn.
Yeah, so there's a couple of common ones. Well, one is not so common. I'll mention it right off the bat because Dirty actually mentioned it in the chat we had before. Cena, and he's an instant reversal to Cena.
Yep.
So not that a lot of people have him just yet, but he's a one
Right.
MP, fills up this whole move. I mentioned Ilya, Rabbit. People still use him
Oh yeah.
because the damage is still decent enough, and he has to fill up his move. So he's annoying. It's going to catch people off guard, especially if we're probably going to have to use him in feud. He's either
Yep.
going to be a line bonus or line wreck. Maybe not this one, probably in Flash,
Yeah.
but he's gonna annoy some people. So make sure you just have loaded character going into him.
Yeah, he's going to be annoying. And that's again, I think that's on brand. Like that fits for
Exactly.
Dirty Dom. Like I like that they made him a pain in the butt. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Oh, all right. Then we got the Running Hurricane Rana. Deal damage. Choose 3 rows to make into power gems of strength 275k. But keep in mind, that's the flat gem damage or strength on them. We already have 100% buff just with the moment on there. That's going to increase that. And then we got the 3 amigos. Deal damage. Choose a 7x3 area to swap into purple gems. And it's also a hardcore move. If the opponent's class is Trickster, you deal damage and you increase the strength of your power gems by 350k. So there's a lot of if-thens on this,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's fun, I think. Entourage wise, I haven't actually set this up yet. Let's see if somebody else ran a good loadout that I could just steal. Yeah, actually,
Yeah, you need Carmelo on him.
yeah, you got to have Carmelo and Santa to start loaded in feuds. So somebody else had it. Thank you, whoever set this up. So Carmelo, purple moves start with 4, black moves start with 4. Undertaker, the Showboat version, power gems generated will be 50%. Black moves start with 2, so actually that gets you there. And then Santa Hogan and Raphael. So this is a lot of a couple rare things I should say in there. But that's giving you power gems of 200%. Undertaker is 50%, so you're 250%. Plus, if you're facing up against a trickster, there's a buff. Plus, the moment, there's a buff. So those
Yeah.
power gems scale pretty quick. And welcome to the chat, Vibbled. First time chatter. Hi, nice to see you. So first off, we're going to run him. These plates are actually from Bull. I hope I have enough to remove them. I do. We're going to run him without his plate first. But
Yeah,
let's
he
see.
doesn't really need a plate with his with the power gem belt, which is why I like. I've been slowly, gradually moving away from certain types of play styles and going towards the power gem, because
Yeah.
the way perks are and the way people nerf stuff in different modes, and power gems generally don't get touched. So
Right. As long as they're strong enough to start, that's usually
yeah,
the case. Ultimate plate wise, I mean, unless we run the dual katanas, which you don't need. I mean, if you have them, you can do that, and then it just makes it like, dang, you're just gonna. They're not gonna get anything going. I don't think there's an ultimate plate I
yeah.
really want to put on him right
No,
now.
I would, believe it or not, I would actually rather run that with the moment, because he's getting what, 80 on this and then 50 on the other.
Yeah.
So you're what is it, 130, right? So you're getting 130 off the bat, and that doesn't include if you're running armor, whether it's tier one,
Right.
tier two armors. I mean, probably not going to kick out.
Yeah. So if you have the dual katanas, I would definitely put it in there. And then the star of the show in a moment. We're not going to put it on yet, but this is the debut of Dom's new plate. If I can find it in here, it had a nice little red thing over it so that I could find it, and then
Probably
I.
towards the bottom.
It usually you would think so, but there's not a logical rhyme
Yeah,
or
I
reason.
wish it was by Alpha or something,
Yeah, if you could.
or by Style.
Exactly. If you could
And
sort these in any way, shape, even if they just like if you have multiple Z plates, one will be here, the other will be at the bottom, and then the next one,
yeah,
like if you could just
yeah,
even keep the same plates together, that would be great.
yeah.
There's another dual kata. Oh, that's the bow staff one.
The other
Never
one,
mind.
yeah, that's for the Dodge. Yeah,
All right, there it is. Okay, so in a moment we're going to put this on there. So whenever you make 8 or more power gems, increase all of your gem damage by 100% and your purple gem damage by 100%. So we're going to do the next set is kind of catering to that plate. But first we're just going to run it this way. Fury 2s and 100% plate. So we're not over indexing too much.
yep,
And we're going to go up against Zombie Sammy because we're not making trap gems. And
correct. Yeah,
no advantage or anything else weird like that.
yeah.
So we're going to lay down first a set of these. Let's see. I like to put them near the bottom to start if possible. And then we're going to make 5 gems into black and do a 5 match. That should work. I don't see. We shouldn't cascade much on that. Did a little cascade. But now we've got the ability to throw out another set of these. Alright, so we've already taken half of his health. He's gone from 60 million. I think he starts at 64, give or take. He's already down to 33 million. Now, if he were a trickster, we would have buffed the power gems by 350k. Right now, the power gems are sitting at 1.2375 million on each one, and we've got the entire board pretty much.
Yeah, the only issue is we're about
We're gonna break him.
yeah, I mean, you're not going to use that. What are you going to use? You're going to use the black move just to show it, or you just going to
Yeah, I mean well, otherwise we could do a swipe, but yeah, I mean I'm just gonna use the black move just so that we can kind of kind of see it there. Otherwise, you could do a swipe. He's going to be done either way because that was
Yeah,
another
you
54 million.
yeah.
So that was 85 million, give or take. Am I wrong? I think that was about 85 million.
Yeah, seems about right.
Because it was 30 something. So yeah, you could a swipe would have done just as well, but either way, he was done. So
Yeah,
do I need me to run
that's
that
good.
back? Or are we good?
That's good damage. I wish we had an extreme rules right now to be able to test that on to see the
I
full damage.
know. We've tried to say in the past, like even if it's only for the CCs, if there was like a hidden,
Yeah,
like only on our CC accounts where it was like somebody who had like basically a punching bag mode where like they couldn't fight you back, like you could just do your moves over and over and just see the damage, but
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. I flirting with the idea of having where we can customize our own opponent, so they can
Yeah,
have certain things on there or certain things not on there. But it's by the time they develop that, it's going to take forever.
yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
I
So
like that.
now with the plate, we need to make the power gems. So I think we're still on the right move set with that plate. Because you got to make 8 or more power gems. It's going to buff all your gem damage and then your purple gem damage, which specifically is this move set. He does have a Juggernaut build that can get pretty spicy because it makes X break gems and then increases your black gem damage. But that's not going to play well with the plate, right? I don't see anything that would work with it. Unless you see something different, Flex. I think we're still on the right move set for the plate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me pull them up in Candyland.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go back and find the plate. Oh look, now that I kind of know where it is, we're doing even better.
Yeah.
And chat, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not good at multitasking when I'm leading the stream here. If you get this Dom, you might have to move your katana. Hey, thanks, Lee and
Yeah,
Rusty, off of Hall
yeah.
of Fame DDB.
Sorry, the jug build. Yeah, it's more for to use with the finisher, but it wasn't processing properly, if I understand correctly.
Okay.
You can test it, but
Well, but specifically to show off the plate, since this is the new
yeah,
thing
yeah,
for the
no, the,
weekend. Whenever you make 8 or more power gems, increased all your gem damage by 100%, and your purple gem damage by another 100%. So basically, you're getting 200% to purple gems. But there's not really anything else other than this finisher, or I'm sorry, not the finisher, the three amigos that throws out purple as the third move. There's yellow that makes yellow, and then the jug goes to black. So I mean, yeah, this is still it. So
yeah. The only thing I would, it's tough playing it this way. I mean, if you wanted to remove that plate, actually, you don't even need to do it that way. Yeah, I don't even know if I would. The plate's not really super necessary for it because it's pure power gems.
right,
The katana has more value for him with this particular build. But honestly, the thing what I like about him is, I don't know if you saw my video on Lyra, but you can build her a couple different ways without a plate period, and she can still hit and
right,
knock out basically everybody. So I like characters that don't need anything. Love that. Right. So power gem build, he doesn't need anything except the entourage. The moment helps, obviously, but he doesn't
right.
need um Rusty.
So let's say Rusty's in the chat again. Please send promo
Oh
code
my
for
god.
free, Dominic.
I might tell Disney
Oh,
they lost their troll.
nice. Well, let's run the same move set. The only difference here is the plate, basically.
Yeah.
But like Flex said, you're not really indexing on the, the gem damage. You're indexing it based on your power gem damage. But either way. So the cool thing though is you're gonna flick it twice because we've just
Wait, hold on.
procced the
Before you
plate
do it,
once.
you put the katana on this one?
I did not put the guitar. This is the
Okay.
Dominic plate. That's what we're
Okay. So
supposed
it's
to
just
be
okay. That's right.
previewing tonight. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, with the dual katanas plate, then you're going to also proc that twice as well, which means they're
Yeah.
not going to kick out.
No, they won't. Plus, the moment has the negative 50, and you can put an armor on there. I was
Right.
gonna say we just hit the we just pin him on the first one by just doing this, creating a cascade.
All right. So that was a 30 million hit right there, which
Yeah.
we saw that before. Nice
Oh,
thing is I got the wild card gem out of there by accident.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, so now with everything doubled, our purple gems are doing. Well, that doesn't seem right. 193. Okay, that should be a lot higher than that.
No, that's a purple. That's just purple gem. Oh, just looking
Well,
at
but
purple gem.
the plate buffs purple,
Yeah.
so it doesn't feel like that plate activated. Huh. Well,
Oh,
let's
because you
see.
swiped. Maybe because you swiped.
Yeah, that could be. I am known for that. Let's finish
Yeah,
this and let's go back to.
you swiped. You lost the
I
tile on
lost.
it.
Well, but
Yeah.
then we laid it down again. So
Yeah. So then it just did it the one time, so you didn't double
so
proc it.
it did. Yeah. So we didn't double proc that. So you can double proc the Leonardo plate, the dual
Yeah.
katanas, but you can't double proc Dom's plate.
Yeah, you
So
lose a little board control on that if you're doing that though. But yeah, you can do it.
yeah. All right. For
But yeah,
Flex here, we'll put the dual katanas on, so you can see what
yeah,
his
it's
gem defense will be.
yeah,
And then we'll just run the same move set one more time, just once more, just to run it through. But I mean, I like this, and again, we're not taking advantage at all of the fact that if the opponent makes a move fill, or so that's one condition. If then, and then on the three amigos again, if you're facing a trickster, so this is a level playing field. If you go against a trickster who increases their moves by or fills a move by doing another move, then all of a sudden he's got two new layers of ways to beat them. So
yeah.
I
When you
like
run
that.
this, do two, 3 matches instead of trying to do a wild card.
Okay, that way we can proc it
Yeah,
twice.
you see the damage proc twice.
So then let's see. I'm gonna have 5 gems. Yeah, I'll be
Yep,
fine to keep doing it this way then.
yep. Yeah, you just do it on the top.
Yeah.
There's low risk of cascade, and you have a black gem up there already.
Yep. Just divide the middle and don't use it. All right, 2-3 matches. There we go. So now we've procced that one time, and you can see it actually says 3 times. I don't know why it says it's procced 3 times, but either way. So let's look at our purple gem damage now. I'll see it still says 193. I don't think the plate's working.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, do it again. You got to lay it down again.
Right. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, no, that's right. You got to lay it down again. It's probably
Okay.
going to be like
Yeah,
260,
now it's 235.
235. Okay, so yeah, it's hidden.
And now at this point, we could, well, if we swipe, he's going to get a turn, but still, I mean, to do the plate, we're showing the purple gem damage. So you are going to erase your top couple rows. It'd be nice if this move was just like one row. If it, instead of 3, choose a 7 by
Yeah,
1 area into purple, that would be perfect.
yeah.
That was 53 million again. So either way, he's doing about 85 million damage without the plate.
I mean,
Most of
yeah,
the damage is coming from the other piece.
yeah, that was a lot there.
Yeah.
It helps them. It's not the primary. Let me actually look to see who we can show that off on.
Well, yeah, I was about to ask. So we're going to finish out this video for Dom so you can see
Yeah,
him plus the plate. But yeah, Flex, if you want to keep looking and start thinking like who else can we show, that's kind of what the last 30 minutes of this stream is good to be, is just who else works on that new plate.
yeah. Let me start looking down. If you want to show that other build, maybe they fixed the finisher set.
Yeah, so I was setting up. So it's purple, purple, black, I think, right?
Yes, I believe
So it's
so.
the springboard move salt, deal damage, choose 1 gem to make into 2 turn juggernaut gems that will make 14 random gems into X break gems on every countdown turn and increase your black gem damage by 75% for 1 turn at the end of the countdown. And then the
Yeah.
tilt-a-whirl arm drag, which we've already seen, that's the choose 5 black because you're going to need it to get your finisher loaded, which is deal 1.25 million damage, decrease your juggernaut gems by 2, the effects will be triggered, and the final effect, then finisher, deal damage, make 38 random gems into black. So basically you're making the whole board X break, then you're making the whole board black.
Mhm.
And we do have a loadout saved on this one, or we did. Let's see, actually, yeah, you could do Carmelo and Woods. Let's see. All right, so Do we need Mellow and Woods? Well, I guess technically that makes it so you don't need Santa Hogan. Well, no, they've
No,
got
you still
Santa
need
Hogan in
10.
there.
You got the 10. You need both. Well, actually, hold on. You don't necessarily need both, but
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
have to.
say you don't need
Yeah.
Woods.
You don't need Woods on there.
So let's put Seth freaking Rollins.
I
Because
think
then
the
that.
reason the person was doing that was they were not making a match. They were just running through all the moves.
Okay, that makes
You don't have to
sense.
do a match, so that's why they were doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so this gets us where we have. So we have 5, 6. So yeah, now we've got loaded turn 1. Seth freaking Rollins and Goldberg. So we're choosing 3 gems to make into Juggernaut gems, which are making the X breaks and increasing our black gems by 75%. So we're getting 225% buff to our black gems with this. Now, plates wise, I mean, that's not going to trigger either of these. Let's see. Juggernaut into black. X break. I mean, there's a few X break plates we could use.
Well, there's
Uh,
black gem damage on there, right? So it's buffing the black gem damage. So you would use a
yep.
rumble.
Yeah, that's true. Could use the Black Rumble plate. I do have one of those.
I mean, you could use a drip on the front end too. It should trigger off of that. I know that's a fiery thing to say, but
It
it's
is and
definitely
it's not. I mean, oh, there it is. It's on an empty slot. The drip we made completely off limits on our channel, and at least until they started offering it again. But then they kind of like stopped again. So it's like,
yeah.
eh,
Yeah, it just people hear drip and it becomes a lightning rod right away.
it
Um,
is, yeah. Because for the longest time, like if you had them, you had 6 of them. But if you didn't have, you never had. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, Chef Borica says just recruited Dirty Dom 6-star bronze from your free pull off the UCC.
So
Dang.
we have a confirmed hacker in chat. Okay.
Nice.
Congrats.
Nice. So without the 99 MP, you would need to use the tilt-a-whirl arm drag to set
Yep.
up so that you get you need 4 MP for the frog splash. But since it is here and I just don't want to mess with the board, we're just going to go ahead and treat it like we just did that. And we're going to lay down our 3 2-turn Juggernaut gems and then trigger them. Because I just want to see what this does. And Flex wants to see if the finisher is unbroken.
I do.
All right, here we go. X break, black, and then black again. Yep, it worked. 108 million.
Beautiful. Well, it's also because you have the entourage set the way it is, but you also didn't process the multi move.
Process the multi move. Well, because it's triggered by if they increase their.
All right, it's reversal. Right? Sorry.
Yeah, it's a reversal. So
Oh,
right. I mean, we could go. Let's see. Let's see.
yeah, you
Big
don't need to
Papa.
move on.
Yeah, we're fine. But yeah, again, that's to say he can do it better. So basically, if you have, and this is a lot of ifs, but if you got Seth freaking Rollins, Carmelo Hayes, Santa at 17K, and Goldberg, this is your set, man. 2 clicks. In 99MP world, it's 2 clicks. Post 99MP, it's 1 choose, then 2 clicks, and you're hitting 108 million. Plus, you got the reversal in there if they mess with you and you throw multi gems, which is going to do even more. Do you want to see it with the drip Flex? I'll throw the drip on there if you want it.
Just to aggravate some people.
All right.
I do want to see it for that.
All right, not the devil's drip. Now that there's 2 quote unquote drips and then there's multiple jackets, I always have to make sure I'm putting the right one. The Dominator's drip.
Can we do just a finisher? You're getting a little wacky tonight, Big Love. Let's see. I don't think it's going to do much on its own. Yeah, because it's hold on.
What if you just did the finisher? Yeah.
38 random gems, black gems, just to spam the black gems.
But yeah, I mean, I can't. I'll do not this round, but I'll do the next one. The glitch was the. Oh, that's what they're saying. The glitch was the finisher. I see. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll run just the finisher here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Flex? We're not running. the only black mover running is the finisher though. So let's see if it throws him in time. We might need to throw his other black move on there just to see it. No, it did. It put him on there. It put him on there. And then we got the black gems.
Not the delay.
So that was 134 million with a drip. And it missed a bunch of them. It missed a bunch of them.
Yeah, and then it drops it again.
Yeah, that's for an A tier character. That's very good.
Yeah, just end the month right now.
I know, like this is this is the get.
Let's not even talk about next week's card.
Well, that's for Rusty and I to. We're gonna power rate Dom and live together.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Oh, you battle again?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run the finisher by itself real quick so they can see. Oh yeah, the finisher didn't do anything. Without running the juggernauts first, the finisher did nothing. I mean, it did damage, but it didn't do anything else.
No, it just pissed off Zami. He stole your move. That's what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So close this out.
Still glitched then.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the card works. We're just not going to do just the one move.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're always going to run the juggernaut with that. So, yep. It did nothing, Big Love. Okay, so what do you want me to do next, Flex?
Let's do the star-crossed plate.
Okay.
The 8X instead of the drip.
Yep, I get what you're...
So Footer doesn't get mad at me.
Star-crossed, but he's throwing out X-Break gems.
I'm sorry, yeah. Don't we have an X-Break one?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, it's not Star-crossed. Sorry.
Sorry, no, you're good. I just forgive me for being literal. I had a glitch in my brain.
Yeah,
there
that one
is.
should be towards the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, Chemical X.
Chemical X. There we go.
Ooh, this is our last plate move that we can do before I have to reload. So let me forget.
We gotta tap into Uncle Furpo supply.
That's right.
So you're doing this with the Rumble.
The black Rumble plate.
Let's do it with both. Let's see. It'd probably take off 30 million or so without the Rumble.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's fighting me on healing. There it goes. I've tried to heal him 3 times and it wouldn't do it. All right, same moveset. Only change is the X-Break plate.
Yeah, jug finisher.
Yep.
Yeah, this is lovely.
I do like this Dom a lot. I'm sorry, Rusty, if you're still in the chat.
Man.
Yeah.
He's a fun card.
Ooh, look at all those ×8s. And we got them all first try this time. We missed on the other drip. So that's 149. So almost 150
What did I say, 150? Yep. Oh my gosh, I was off by 1 million. Come on.
So far, Flex.
Come on. I can't believe I missed that.
Can't believe it.
So bad at this bad Flex.
I don't think I have a Chemical X on my own account. I'm 99.9% sure I don't have one of those, so I can't run him that way. But I do have Seth freaking Rollins and Goldberg, so...
You do, you're Will.
That's right. Wow.
I don't
getting called out on my own show here.
I have... What am I going to do? You're going to throw me off.
No, you're
but I don't have that Safari yet. I'm getting slowly inching up in the Shard recruit, but I do have Goldberg on there. Yeah. Take off SFR. Let's see what happens if we just do black gem damage.
Okay. I am glad to do that.
I have Goldberg more than him.
Yeah. Let's do Molly, because Molly would be 2 black plus 40% gem damage. And she was free.
I don't know if the braid will process on this because it's same move. It doesn't have a chance to breed, so I don't know if it'll probably. The Veer will.
The Veer will.
But you don't need the Veer at that point. 150 million and then taking their MP away is kind of like spitting on them after you kill them.
It's exactly what I was gonna say something exactly like that. Yeah. So all right, so we got Molly Holly on there. She's gonna give you 2 more black MP, and any color gems do 40% more damage plus health plus other kick out ability, all that good stuff. Otherwise, everything else is the same for science and
more science.
Yeah. So we're not getting a 75% buff, but we are getting a 40% buff. So I mean, math wise, it's only 30% less. I mean, check the math, but
Yeah.
here we go. Bam.
Nice big love. I like that emote.
And then the black plate, the black rumble plate. 115.
I think we can live with 115.
I think
And
we
this is
could
a
live
post
with.
99 build. This is a post 99er.
It is, yeah. We're not running him where we're cheesing it. This is
Yeah.
post 99. Otherwise, we take off Santa Hogan and throw on, whatever else, more black gym damage, more, etc. So, Big Love just stop, stop, stop. What is that?
He's already dead.
He's dead. Oh, yep. Let's see. Argashish says, "Who is the one who makes leech gems and get multiple?" For the plate, who's the make leech gem get multiply gem? Good one. Tiffy time.
I have. Yeah, I have. Hold on. Let me post my. On our YouTube channel, we have a playlist for that.
Nice. Look at Flex being all helpful.
Yeah,
All right, well,
sure.
that's it for the Dom video. We're going to still take a look at his new plate, maybe on some other people, but for this video, we're going to call it and just say, hey, if you get Dom, he might be the best character this month. Who knows? We don't know who the S Plus tiers are, but Flex, what are your final thoughts for this video?
I'm a big fan of Dirty Dom. I like it a lot. I'm happy what they did with him. I'm happy that he's going to be accessible to a lot of people. So I'm very happy with the card. And there's a couple different ways to play it. One, no nothing, just some entourage, and moment helps obviously a good deal. And the other one is needs a couple things, but he hits way above his skis. So I'm very happy with that.
Agreed. All right, well, that's it for this one, friends. Make sure you subscribe to both Champions Chat and TWF Gaming on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, and then be here every Friday night on the Twitch channel for the official WWE Champions account so that we can bless you with more power rating videos, conversation, and, really, we just like hanging out with you. See you on the next one. Bye. Flex, you can't post links, so send that to me in Discord, and I'll send it. Message Goldie. I'm sure somebody else can do it, but Goldie's the one that I know she's the one who let us on.
Alrighty.
All right, I got it. There you are. That's what Flex was going for. This is a playlist for the Bloodsucker plate. So if you've got the Bloodsucker, that's the leech into multi, then go there. And Platinum Patrick put in the hashtag Goldie. Follow Goldie on Twitch and YouTube. She's not currently making Champions content, but she is playing Fallout every once in a while on Twitch and being a friend. So be a friend to her. Follow her as well. All right, who'd we think of to put the new Dom plate on? Anybody come to mind in particular?
Okay, let's pull up Ramblin' Rabbit real quick.
I like that call.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be. I just want to see it. I didn't pull it up on the Candyland account, but I want to see if he would be a good candidate for it.
All right, so the plate is make power gems increase your purple and then all gem damage 100%. So Rabbit would be, let's see, where's his power gem? There it is. Okay, so 1x7 area into power gems, which you have to make 8. So it doesn't work.
You have to make 8? I thought it was 6.
Is it? I don't know. Let's go back. Or let's pull it up again real quick.
Let me see.
Again, my vision is a little off. My contact in my left eye is not seated right, or it's not working or something, so I can't see. I can't see tonight. All right, so no, it is 6 plus power gems. Okay.
Yeah, so he's good.
And I'm gonna have to go into the. Dang it! I knew that. I'm gonna have to go into the inventory here to pull some. And if you're on the the official account, do not hit open all. Do not hit open all. Do not. Okay, there we got it. I have to remind myself all the time because it has happened. Rusty and Professor have each hit open all at least once, and then we're just
I've
at the
done it.
mercy of when that gets reloaded.
I've done that when I first got the account. I wasn't paying attention. My kids were distracting me, and I
Yep.
just pressed on the wrong side on the. I am just like, oh shit.
Ah, crud, we screwed it over. All right. Okay, so yes, this will work. So 1x7 area into power gems. That's going to buff all of his gems. The finisher is going to choose a 2x7 to swap purple. So what else are we thinking?
I'm trying to see what's
Increase your
viable.
black MP by 10?
It
I
doesn't.
mean,
It doesn't hit. I mean, purple off the finisher. So you would need mellow. You would need.
or you just run
Yeah,
run
it
the
wouldn't even work. Yeah, I don't
well, if
think
you
it would.
run the purple move, you're going to increase your black MP by 10. Then you're going to go into the power gems. Then you're going to go into mellow. If you run mellow, you could run this almost twice and buff them twice, and then go into the diving splash, which does a 2x7 area into purple, which is what's getting buffed.
You could theoretically drop two and increase it. You just lose the black finisher boost. So, but we can run that and see. Might as well. We're already here. So we're
Yeah,
basically turning him from a turn down take down two card to a fury card.
yeah.
So let's test that.
Let's try it. Let's see what we've got on the previous. Somebody had to have put mellow on here. There's mellow. All right, so that gets us, and then we'll need a Santa to run it
Yeah. So you'd
twice
be
in the
doing
same.
black, purple, black.
Okay, so now we're loaded twice. So now we want purple gem damage, right?
Yeah.
So who's giving me?
Hold
Is
on.
it Jacob Fatu?
Are you gonna do it on the front? Hold on. Well, it's a 7 MP, so you're gonna need unless you're playing this as a middle line.
Well, so it's 7 MP. So we would need. Yeah, you're right. We would need somebody else who's doing purple.
You would
So
need another. Yeah, we need purple, and there isn't a purple power. I don't think. Let me
there's not
check.
a Hall of Fame that runs purple. At least not one that's accessible. I don't remember what JBL is, but I don't think he's
I
purple.
think he's red.
Yeah, you're right. He's red. I don't think they have one yet.
Let me check something on here. So we're gonna
The
do
new
trade.
live is purple moves start with 2, but it's black gems 50%. If she were purple, we could use Gunter.
Black move. So Undertaker Ministries black and power gems. So we need purple. Power gems. Power gems. No power gems. Green moves is Shinsuke. Now we have blue with Dusty.
Gunther or Big Papa Pump?
No, he's basically have to be. He basically have to be a middle card.
Yeah, or I mean, if you're on Gunther, it's purple moves start with 2 and purple gems do 40. That'll get us
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I guess that would probably be the better candidate for that particular role.
And then
And
we
then
want gem
Montana, yeah,
damage.
yeah,
So
and yeah.
Zombie Brett.
Somebody Brad will give you the 40. Unless, yeah, if you want to just see how much purple gem damage is going to give you.
I mean, that's what it buffs. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
All
just
right.
trying to figure. So that's 185,000 is what the power gems will give you. Okay.
We'll try it. I mean,
I
we
think
can
if you
run.
would end up getting more damage from using the plate, getting extra purple, but using that as a secondary boost, like boost to the overall damage versus primary. But we'll run
Yeah.
it this way. See.
Well, we can run it both. Let me here. Let me set us up. Might as well do a video while we're at it, because, like you said, these take a long time to make. But when we can do it right now, we're good. So here we go. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat and Flex from TWF Gaming, one of the two newest official content creators for WWE Champions. So make sure you follow them on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch right now, you can click Flex's name in the chat there, TWF Gaming, and follow them on Twitch there as well. So we're checking out Dom's new plate. And the rabbit came up. We're going to try him a couple different ways to see about his damage. First one is we're going to do the purple, black, black. Now, rabbit is usually a move damage poster. But Flex, why are we running him gem damage tonight?
We're seeing that the downplay will give him a little bit of a different edge and help his gem damage side come out a little bit.
That's right. So we got the 200 choke slam, two-handed, not 200 choke slams. That's a very different move.
Yeah.
7 MP purple, deal damage and increase your black MP by 10. The running power slam, deal damage, choose a 1/7 area to make into power gems. And then we've got the diving splash, which is your finisher. And that's where you normally buff out your move damage all the way. But instead, we're focusing on the 2/7 area you're swapping into purple, because the Dom plate is whenever you make 6 or more power gems, you increase all of your gem damage by 100%, and then your purple gem damage by 100% for one turn. So for all of you who are like me and totally forget that you can't make a 5 and a 3 match and make that work, there's our reminder right there. On the entourage, we've got, well, you're going to have Mellow for purple and black. And then we need Gunther to get your purple moves started with 2 more. So that's purple gems do 40, and purple moves start with 2. Santa Hogan and Zombie Brett for the most purple gem damage we can get. Flex, I know we're going to run them a different way after this, but do you think this will be greater than or equal to his move damage set?
I think it can be equal to it because of the way that you need to run his move damage set now. You lose a decent amount. I mean, he's still decent. He does about 62, 65 million or so with a good strap, with a not so good strap. But I think this is actually, I'm pretty excited about using this build,
Well, good.
especially since we can do the power gems twice.
Right. Yep. So that's what I
Yep.
was going to say. We've now buffed the purple gems, so they're at 227242, and then we're going to buff them again by hitting the power gems a second time.
Yeah, and that also gives us 2 rows of power gems for additional damage.
Correct. Yeah. So now we've got the purple gems who are doing 268k plus the power gem bonus on each one of 185. And then we're doing the finisher, and we're making a 2/7 area into purple, which our purple gems have been buffed. Let's
Yep.
see. Connect.
And the finisher's doing what, 31 million? I'm on delay. 38
Oh,
million?
I just missed it.
This time.
I got to
38
stop
million.
going so fast. No, you're good. No, it wasn't 38 million because he still has 50 million.
Okay.
But I've got a gem damage strap, not a takedown strap on him, or a move
Okay, so
damage
that
strap.
didn't do much.
Yeah,
That
it didn't do much at all, actually. Yeah, no, it's only like 3.8 million damage
Yeah,
without.
that wasn't. So hold on. I'm running it simultaneously on this side. I want to see something. So if we need, because it's 7 MP, right? So we need Sen on here.
You do, yeah, to get him loaded turn 1.
Gem modifier.
So he has 47 million, and this is running a second time. It's only doing like 10 million. So yeah, that's not. Although he couldn't kick out, but that's because of moments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
not. That's
that's the
nowhere
long-
near the move damage.
No, it's not. It's not where we want to be. But let's try this.
Yeah, workshop it, and tell me what we got.
It's I haven't really looked at that plate much. I saw that it came out yesterday, obviously, but I didn't get a
Right.
chance to look much. So let's see. Let me put a nice little strap on this guy. Put the down plate on. I think I have the down plate on my account.
I don't know. I haven't checked
Maybe not.
my candy account yet, but you don't.
So it doesn't look like it.
Uh,
So
okay.
yeah, so basically, try since you have it up there anyway. Try this entourage instead.
Okay.
With that same, because you have the gem damage setup, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
try this entourage instead. Just put Ray on the back instead of Brett.
Okay. Turtle Ray.
Yeah. Modifier.
There we go. Who else?
I forgot how much the boost actually gives him. Like 244%. Yeah, it gives him a lot.
Keep Gunther, or do we want to swap him out
Yeah,
too?
just because he's basically just there for the MP to do the power jumps twice. So let's run that.
Okay.
And if this is somewhat decent, we'll switch to a turn down. What do you call it? Not a turn down. A takedown
Takedown.
build, strap build, and move damage strap.
Kind of do a little combo gem plus move damage.
Yeah. I mean, ironically, you couldn't use him against Dom with this because you're boosting your, yeah,
Your
you know,
MP. All right, so he has 62 million health. So if we gauge based off that number, let's see. Yeah, that's going to hit the most purple gems. Yeah, that was still terrible. It was 16 million, 17 million. Although, for whatever reason, I'm assuming because of moment, he couldn't kick out.
how
That
much
was,
damage? 16. Yeah, it's because of
it,
moments.
yeah, it was only like 17 million damage. So, I mean, the plate, I mean, in terms of does the plate make the rabbit better? No.
No, yeah, I wouldn't run them differently than historically ran them. But
Yeah,
I think what the plate is good for is if you can process it twice. You would do that if you can. You're not doing it for the power gem or the to try to get elicit more damage from the power gems. What you want to try to find is somebody who does high purple or has a purple boost, and just have a rumble go off after that.
yep.
That would be the best way to use this particular plate. I'm trying to think of who that might be, like who does.
I know, because they have to specifically use power gems,
Yeah,
and we want
I
them
mean,
to make a lot of gem
yeah, it's
damage.
100%. So it's not like you kind of want someone that's going to hit it twice, and Rabbit is not going
Right.
to do it.
So let's
Uh,
think power gem. I mean, Hall of Fame DDPs. Power gems are paired with yellow, not purple, so that's not going to go anywhere.
yeah,
Let's see.
I kind of want to try to find the trickster that can do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a trickster that throws out power gems?
Let me see who can come to mind. Power Gems. I was looking at it before. I wasn't really super impressed with anybody.
Yeah. Ron
Bam Bam.
Simmons does power gems, the new Hall of Fame, but he does power gems black, and he doesn't break enough of the board.
I mean, if you really want to get a little wacky,
Sure.
you would do somebody like that's gonna hit it maybe two or three times. I mean, if they don't cascade, obviously.
Right.
Somebody like RVD that
Oh,
might do that, and you
okay.
might actually get two or three out of it if it doesn't cascade, and then you hit the rumble after that. But it's going to hit three times, but it's not his primary color. But it
Right.
is something you can do. It's what I call an arbitrage build. It's from my wacky Wall Street terms.
Yeah.
You would do something like that. I'm
All
trying to see
right.
who else.
So it's been a
So
while since I've run
looked at,
RVG.
I
What?
even I even looked at Carl Anderson.
Oh, wow.
That's how
Wow.
deep.
So
That's
we're
how deep.
really going deep on this.
That's how deep
Dang.
I'm trying to make this plate work. This is 1.5 million snowflake. Make into power gems. Strength up 95,000. She's not a trickster.
Let's see. 2x5 area into black. That's still not going to be enough to trigger the plate, though.
Let's see.
Yeah, RVD really doesn't have anything that triggers the purple plate well enough. Because,
Yeah, it's not going to destroy 30.
right. Huh. Well, one of the things Rusty and I have kind of always said is whenever they introduce a new plate, even though it's quote unquote for, like this one's for Dom, there's
Yep.
usually within the next month somebody
Yep.
else that comes out where you're like, oh, but this is so much better on them.
Yep.
Like, so we just might not have that character yet.
I wonder. Let's look at Donatello real quick. He's got something interesting there. I don't know if it'll trigger it, but let's see. Donatello. He's got the yellow move that does traps, and when it's broken, I think when it's broken by you. Power gem broken by your opponent, make four into power gem. So yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Chat, if you've got something that you're thinking of, throw it out there. But I'm trying to think who does power gems and spams or increases purple gem damage a lot. What about OTC?
I don't know. Interesting.
OTC
Well,
does
we get
power gems. Oh, but it's only a 1 by 3 area. Wait, no, here we go. One column to make into power gems. And that's the 4 MP. And then we need to buff his black back. Let's see. Oh, increase your purple gem damage. We could get a little wacky with this. It just wouldn't. Huh. Interesting.
Kofi Angelo has something that's interesting with it. It would be the green yellow. Hold on, green yellow build, and you can trigger it. But again, that's not. It's a showboat. Probably not gonna be a big hitter.
Yeah.
As well, that is his second, third, second. I mean, it's a second color, so that's not bad.
Well, I mean,
It's only
that's.
100% on that, but let's see what the moment gives. Moment gives green gems. Yeah, it's not gonna get that much.
All right. Well,
It's,
then, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna build out OTC just to see
yeah,
can we get him to do something crazy with this. But somehow we have never used Carmelo on OTC here before. So, all right. So what do I got? I got 4 charge, 3 charge, and 5 charge. So that will load this entirely. I can swap the 1 by 3. I can keep laying it down. Okay, this could do something. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Who gives me the
let's,
most purple gem damage? We talked about this. Is it Jacob Fatu?
I think Naomi does sixty
Naomi.
percent.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking too. 40, 40, 40.
Oh man, there's got to be a search filter at some point on
Uh,
Entourage.
Geez, that's such a sore spot for me.
It's not as bad when you're on your own account and you can basically go like, "Oh, Naomi is X
Well, you
talent,
kind of
so
know where
she's
they
gonna be
are. Yeah.
around here." But oh no, it is. It's Jacob.
It's,
Purple gems
yeah,
do 60%.
she's 60% blue gems and purple star. That's so yeah, it is Fatu at
Yeah.
60.
All right. So then we need our Bret Hart zombie again. Because OTC has a purple buff as well. I don't know if I can make that go, but if I can, I'm going to.
Now let me see what you're doing. So you're doing this one column. Then you're doing a 3 move. I mean, it's low in P charge, which is nice.
Right. Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, Roman has purple plus power gem. So basically, okay, I got it at least kind of set up here. So we got 4 MP, shoulder block, deal damage, choose 1 column to make into power gems. Then the scoop power slam, deal damage. It's a 3 MP, by the way, black. Choose a 1 by 3 area into black gems, which is going to reset itself, plus the shoulder
Yep.
block, and then the lariat takedown. So we just kind of run the board over until we get to where we possibly can't do it anymore, and then we throw down 49 purple gems. If we
And then,
wanted to throw something crazy in here, we could set up the crucifix power bomb and increase the purple gem damage by 250% on top of it. We're just going to have to figure out how to make that happen, because then we're tricolor land. And
well, no, you could do that. You would use Carmelo.
but the move is blue though. The crucifix power bomb is blue.
No, I know, but you use Carmelo, and you would use a blue person, but you would need Santa on the back.
Right. Yeah. So we're gonna lose a couple other things,
No, that
but
would actually be better though.
all right.
Instead of hitting it twice, because if you get 100 twice versus 245, and this is less risky, and it's boom, boom, boom.
Right. Well, let's try. I've got this one set up. Let me try this one, and then we'll finish out
Yeah,
the stream
yeah, go be
with the
lucky.
other
This is
way.
your show, man.
No, no, no. I appreciate the help because you guys, you guys have, like Sir Zorro. He's always like, I just see the future. Do this and this, and we're like, how did you make that happen in your brain, buddy? So it's
Yeah.
like one of those things. I don't mind being not right on these. All right, so we got one 3-set, one more 3-set. So now we've thrown down twice. So we've buffed it basically like we did with Rabbit. We've buffed the plate twice. I'm not going to be able to make the board move again because that would cascade me to the end. So let's just see what this does. He's got 54 million health. We buffed our purple a bunch.
Yep. Now you got a roll break into that off the top.
Yep.
So it looks safe enough.
29 million. OTC can hit 400 million, so that one didn't do it for me. Let's set it up Flex's way. I bet you got a better thought on this. My way didn't work so
Yeah,
well.
it's not going to hit 400 million. But.
Well, no, but still, you know. All right, so we're gonna throw in the Crucifix Power Bomb. So it's tricolor now, but we do have Mellow at our advantage. So we're just getting rid of Jacob Fatu. We're putting in. Let's see, did they use him before? It would be nice if Jerry Lawler was. Hey, there he is. Jerry Lawler and Santa Hogan, right?
Hold on. On the top, you're putting Lawler and then Santa. Yep.
Okay, and we'll keep Brett for the additional purple gem damage.
Yeah, you can 40%. That's fine.
All right. So this is the last look for tonight for the Dom plate. Can this buff it more? TM Morgan says, would it be better to have Hollywood Hogan? You know, actually, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's a little safer than doing the roll break, but you lose an important entourage.
Yep, you do. All right, so he's still got 60 million health. So we did this all turn one, but let's see if it gives enough.
What's the purple gem damage?
Give me. I clicked too fast.
You flipped already? Okay, no worries.
I did, but that was 76 million.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, again, Roman can hit a lot harder, but that's not a bad hit. 76 million for a tricolor build, and it was 3 quick clicks. It was done.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what. Let me actually chart the purple gem damage real quick here. So purple gem damage by itself, 168k. Then we're going to throw down the plate, or the power gems, which is going to buff the plate. Goes to 210. Then we're going to hit the buff. Goes to 736k. I mean, if you wanted to use some props.
Stop it.
You could keep buffing this thing like crazy here. But yeah, with the purple rumble plate and the Dom plate, 75 million. Pretty quick, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Well,
one board touch. I don't know what the other set is. I don't have OTC, but I mean, 400 million is obviously very tempting always, but it is depending. For now, we don't really have a prime card that's we can say is like, hey, I have to put this on this on this character, but it's a going to have. It's probably something better for a boss event. It might come up and hopefully they cancel all the boss events. I know I said that on an official stream, but but it is some of these plates are meant for certain activities or certain modes, and this is probably that type of thing.
I agree. I don't think that we've seen the full potential of the Dom plate yet, but
No, I don't.
as I've said, you know, there's usually a character, you know, it may only be one, but it only takes one, where later on you go, oh, they just released this person, but now the Dom plate makes sense. It is weird to me, at least half the time, even upon release, the plate that's tied to a certain character isn't actually even the best thing to put on them.
It's generally not. I mean, it's historically it hasn't been. Like no one's using the radical plate on Seth,
Right.
right? No one's doing that. No one's really using the Valkyrie crest on her.
On Lyra, yep.
Lyra, no one's doing that. She doesn't need a plate, which is the ironic part.
Right.
She doesn't need a plate, but she got her own. But it's nice to have these kind of plates. Anything that increases gem damage is nice or will be usable at some particular point. So I do like that they have this. I wish they had this across different gems. That probably would be a good like they just did the 8 plates and they released all that
Yep.
in 1 week. And obviously 8x is a lot to throw on the board, even if it's one time. Some players you could do characters you could do 2 times.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, like it's nice to have power gems mixed in with gem damage. So it's nice that with the if they go that direction. Like
Yep.
silent gems, process silent gems and throw out X amount of gem damage. 100 might not be enough, but at least for
Yeah.
now.
I mean, that would be, there have been known to have CCs end up making changes because we spoke loud enough on it. Like, maybe that is something where maybe the
Okay.
purple gem damage should be 200 or 300% on this. But I guess it also depends on how easy this plate is going to be to get this weekend.
It's relatively cheap, believe it or not. So if you have the ability to get it, I don't know. Let me see. I know
Let's
Scott
check
does the
out the
breakdown.
prize wall real quick here.
Yeah,
Before.
Scott always does the breakdown because I'm too stupid to understand stuff. But he does this to where so you should get about let's see, best case scenario free loss. So you're around 14,000. So with a little bit of spending, you can get the plate.
Okay.
You have Dom because it's pretty cheap. 16,000 cheap relative to what the other. I mean, obviously last month notwithstanding, you probably
Right.
get half. But honestly, if I'm looking at the two of these comps, I'm taking that strap, and
Oh,
I got
yeah.
him damage, not just for him specifically, not just for
Right.
all. But I'm taking that strap over the plate right now. Although I do like the plate, what the plate can do. But if you are looking for it to add a plate, and you do have 150% from a different kind of event, that might be a good. I mean, those are too good. I mean, 26K for those two is not bad pricing relative
Right.
to what we've seen previous walls. So you would get the new plate, you would have that. I this is actually a relatively decent wall compared to some of the ones we've seen in the past. I mean, you
Yeah.
can catch some older ones. Devil's Drip is on there. People love that.
I love the Devils. I love the Devils Yeet combo, but
Yeah,
that is something like, okay, so look at the plate. This is the new plate for this weekend, 16K. You just mentioned the Radical plate from last time and the Valkyrie's Crest. Both of them are 20K. So this
yeah,
is far now. Granted, they're ultimate plates. I get that, but still,
yeah.
on its debut, this is cheaper than the last couple plates, and it's
Well,
comparable to the Devil's Drip in price
if
right
you look
now.
at it, those are throwing out 50% boost. That one is the other one is Dom's plate is throwing out 100% off one
Right.
procs. It's you're getting double the damage off one proc versus the two. So
Yeah. I agree. Well, man, we got to end this video on there, but I don't want to keep you, Flex. Do you want to do a prize wall breakdown, or do we want to call it? Because
no, let's
I hadn't
do it. I
even
mean,
looked at this.
it's up to you. I don't have to go anywhere. Nobody wants to see me.
Ah, you're
My
good.
kids don't want me.
Well, let me close this video out, and then we'll
Yep.
do a. Rusty makes fun of me because he's like, we're doing another video. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, we're doing it anyway. We might as well record it.
Are
So,
we in the business of making content?
that is, yeah.
Vacation guy.
Anyway. Well, for this video, I would say, yeah, there's not a fantastic place yet to put Dom's new plate, although it does work handily on him. But we're going to talk prize walls in a second. So let's end this one. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to Champions Chat as well as TWF Gaming on YouTube. And you can also follow us both on Twitch, although I don't know about Flex, but we don't hardly ever use our own Twitch account. So follow us there to be nice, but
Yep.
YouTube means more to me right now. But
It does for me too. I'll eventually start doing some Twitch stuff. I haven't done it yet. I've been asked many, many times when I'm going to do that, even before we became official TWF. But we will do it at some point, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing what we're going to do. But right now, I'm really having fun tagging up with the different CCs, and obviously being here tonight. I'm very much love what we're doing here.
well, it's an honor to have you. All right, let me close this one out, and then we'll talk prize walls. Bye.
Yep.
All right, and I'm just going to turn right around and hit the intro again for the sake of time. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat alongside Flex from TWF Gaming, one of two of the newest official content creators for WWE Champions. So make sure you're following TWF Gaming on YouTube and on Twitch. Flex,
Yes,
we
sir.
were starting to talk about a prize wall here, and it was like, why don't we make this its own conversation?
Yeah,
You want to repeat some of the things you said because there's some good stuff on this prize wall this weekend.
yeah, I like the prize. I know there's a comment in chat saying that it's not that good. I mean, it's subjective at times, but if you look at the
Overpriced
pricing,
maybe on some things,
yeah,
but
I mean, if you look at the pricing relative to what we've seen in the past, I mean, 30K for a Yeet is not bad.
yeah,
When we're looking at straps for a card that Dirty Dom who doesn't need a strap, but at the same time does need a strap if you're going for his other build, which I
yeah,
really like that build. We were previewing it before and it's phenomenal. I love it. Tons of damage. Post 99, doing that kind of damage as what he's built out. It's absolutely that's a great strap. His his plate is on there for 16K. Usually, whether the plate is great or not, they're usually a 25K debut, so that's a 9K difference,
yep,
right? Where those two are good, and you do have some other options. So you mentioned about the Devil's Heat combo; those are there. You have the Time to Get Radical. The crest is on there. It's a pretty good. The shards are what I saw earlier, at least from my vantage point. The shard availability on there is not super exciting
right,
to me, but I do like the plate mixture here.
yep.
Um, I think
Well, let's
some of them, like the Cody plate, is I feel is a little overpriced relative to some of the other ones, like the Titan plate. Some of these are free plates being priced at some premium pricing.
right,
I don't think that necessarily makes sense, but I don't know what the logic is behind that if there is. But like if I'm gonna go the Hunter's Medallion or the new plate, I would rather go with the new plate because they might gear
right,
some new characters towards that, and we already know what the Hunter's plate is for, and so there's really not a lot of depth there.
right.
So I kind of like this prize well relative to what it was. Look, it's not what we had last month, which 2,500
That
for
was a
the
mistake.
switched. That was a beautiful mistake,
And now
but
you can see because this is the quote unquote real price now, where it's
yeah,
at 20,000, where last month it was 2,500. That was an oopsie, and we tried to get as much of the word out about that as we possibly could.
yeah. But the other thing that was on that wall last month that's really important is there was a gear on there that people chase gear even if it's for a not so great character or an A tier or whatever people care about tiers. But it was a good gear and it was a chase gear and it was 5K last month. So
Yeah,
I think that's important to know too.
I agree. So let's go through these, not like every single one systematically, but let's go through kind of the high points on them. So, Dom for 55K. Now, theoretically, if you've spent, because you're going to have to spend to get to 55K, the odds are you probably will have gotten Dom by the time you get to 55K
Yeah.
medallions. But if you didn't, Flex, do you think you don't have Dom, but you have 55K? Is that your top priority to get Dom?
I would have used 55K on that. To
Okay.
be honest. Because at that point, it's probably too late. You already overspent, and if you didn't shard recruit him at that particular point, then that's an indictment on on the game a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, 55K is a lot in a short period of time to get that before the end.
So we're saying do not buy. This is the stock watch is down on getting Dom, for 55K, but 10K for 150K gem damage strap for Dirty Dom. For me, that seems like a hit.
Yeah, that's a no brainer, and
Yeah.
that's free by the way. From the breakdown that Scott from Woken put together, because again he knows how dumb I am, and I don't look at events generally. I don't care. Um, but he gives a breakdown of what we're getting, what's free or free-ish, and including and not including potential leaderboard areas, and that should be attainable for basically anybody in the maxing faction.
Wow. Okay. And Footer says, for reference point, I have Dom and currently have 6,510 prize wall currency. So that's even with his like special tours and all that question mark. But
His sword
also don't
didn't
forget
have
there's a special tour on Sunday for him as
the
well.
Sunday one is the one that usually has I think it's 5,500 or 5,000 there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so theoretically, Footer's at least the tour on Sunday for him. We've already talked the Dirty Deeds plate, which, by the way, that's a finisher name for a guy who's not in this company anymore. But anyway, the Dirty Deeds plate for Dom, we're saying that's a should get if you can should get right.
Yeah, look, I'm of the mindset that you don't know when it's going to become important or what kind of mixture will be necessary for boss battle. It'll be around again, so it's not like you have to, you're not selling the house to get there, but it is a plate to have just because it increases gem damage 100% is pretty good. Even if we don't have a card that does it now, we don't know who's going to be released in the back half of the month, and if there might be a premium added there
Yeah.
Deeds plate candidate, and then they can offer that plate for 25K prize wall shits, as I call them, or prize wall stuff, as I call them,
Gotcha.
to be polite. So we don't know what that premium might be. We've seen plates go up in price after the fact, and
Yeah.
we've seen plates go down a little bit. So the Crest and the Radicals 25K
Yeah.
baseline are down a little bit now, but we've seen that fluctuate a bit too in the past.
Okay, so let's look. And Footer says that's a good price point for a new plate. I agree. I think that's a good get. I would
Yeah,
say strap over that, but then again, your odds of getting 150% gem damage strap down the road seem higher right now than getting this specific plate. So
yeah.
weigh that out on your side. Let's look at the next four plates in one shot. So we got the radical plate. If you didn't get it last month, we got the Valkyrie's Crest, which I still don't have one of. And then we've got the Devil's Yeet combo, which, if you have those two plates in unison, there's like 10 characters that become top tier if you got both of them. So what's our over under? If you got, say, 30K, are you taking one of these plates?
If you have 40K,
I
oh
get
god,
well, yeah, it'd have to be 46 to do the Devil's Yeet, but let's
yeah,
just say you got 30K and you got to make a choice between these. Would you
I
get
would take.
any of them?
I would take if I mean their other question was if you had 40K, I would do Yeet and Strap. If you had 30K, I would do the Yeet.
Yep.
It's being offered more and more. It's just nice to have. And again, there's some good characters that are brought back to life that all of a sudden people started, ripping their talent on, like
Yeah.
Macho and a whole bunch of others,
X
Raquel,
Pac, Kevin
X Pac,
Nash. Yeah.
yeah, Kevin Nash. There's a lot of characters that are brought back to life instantly, essentially.
Yep.
And the Devil's Drip has been pretty widely accessible throughout the month since it's been released. I mean, it's pretty wild. So I would say that those are good ones to use. And by the way, there's another character that we haven't really talked about. I think you're the one that brought it up in side chats. Our Truth is pretty good with those plates too,
Yep.
is he not?
You got to have both well, you don't have to have both gears, but yeah, if you have both of his gears, which
Yeah,
the one gear I'm missing is now in that new gear loot, but if you have both of his gears and the Devil's Yeet, it takes a lot, but yeah, he can do some crazy stuff now.
he's a good fun card plus the moments.
Yeah. Yeah, plus
He's a
your
good,
moments. All
who
right,
does love our
so
Truth?
oh sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say who doesn't love our Truth. So I
So
like
funny.
those. And Yeet, if I'm not mistaken, is giving out 300 gem damage, 300%.
The Yeet plate is it's like 1,500% or no 500%. Sorry, yeah.
100%. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you grab that with both hands if you can get that.
Absolutely. Yeah. To me, the Yeet is the new drip plate. Like where the drip was. And now, obviously, the drip worked on a ton more people because anybody who has black moves. But the Yeet for the people that do call and break gems, like it just changes the game. It really does. Like I've got one on my Naya, and she hits 170 million with it. I know
Yeah.
you've said many
Wow.
times Lyra doesn't need plates, but I've got one on my Lyra, and it's 150 million in 3 clicks. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's crazy. So
Yeah. And these are plates that are a plate like that is built for the new meta, the future meta, right? So if we
yeah,
do get 7 star, if we do, when we do, whatever the HP might look like, but if they are going to have reduce gem damage on certain feud perks moving forward, you kind of want to have what I call overkill damage,
right.
right? You want to have not for the sake of porn, for lack of better words, but you want to have it for any kind of nerfing
Yep.
by the company, steel cage, stuff like that,
Oof.
uh, or just what your opponent might do.
Yep. Agreed. All right, let's take the next chunk, which is not just the 6, but the 9 plates that are next. So all older plates. We got the Hunter's Medallion for 16. We've got the Nightmare for 20. The Blades for 14. The Sheik for 13. The NWO plate, which I have 75 of. I hate that plate now. 9,400. Titan for 63. The Gremlin's Ears for 38. The Rhonda's Jacket for 38. And the All Heart for 3,800. What are we thinking on all of those combined, or any individual one you want to talk about, Flex?
I mean, we used the Titan plate earlier on Bull for that video,
Yep.
but I don't like the price point on that. It is widely accessible. It is free. NWO plate, please. If you're again, it's an official stream, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you're spending 9,400 on the NWO plate, please find another game. It's
Tell me how you
malpractice.
really feel.
I'm sorry, I'm a little a little bit in New York tonight. But it's you shouldn't be spending that. That's
Right.
malpractice. And don't say you did it by accident because it's a two-step verification. So don't say you did it by accident. But even
Nice.
like the Gremlineers, Baddest Jacket, All Heart, those are all subplates. I don't play that kind of way. Boss Battle a little different,
Yeah,
obviously. But
I
I
do,
don't
and I like them on certain characters, but it's very situational, obviously.
I just don't I can't do. I'm a snob, like I said. But the price points are not bad. I know a lot of people have mentioned
Right.
in the past they don't have the All Heart. Baddest Jacket has been thrown out a lot. Gremlins thrown out a lot. And we have Town Up coming next week, so you're probably going to get that in the Domination chest.
Yeah.
But
True.
I don't. I mean, the price point is not bad, but I just wouldn't waste it on that.
Right. Agreed. Slim Numbers said the Nightmare Plate is the unicorn for them, but that's pricey. And I agree. Like if you're talking about, okay, so the Yeet is top
And
on
to be
my
honest with you, I've
books.
seen it drop so much more in RNG.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry. It was a
No,
delay.
no. You're right. I wasn't trying to talk over you. Just the audio cut in weird. So you said to be honest, and then I didn't hear it.
I was about the Nightmare Play. You're saying what Slim Numbers was saying. The Nightmare Play being a unicorn for some. I happen to have a bunch. I've seen it drop in RNG quite a bit. The RNG bags and crates, so it's definitely there. I hope whoever's lacking them does get them. It is a good play for different characters, Hall of Fame Macho and some others.
Yeah.
But I did actually do a video on Hall of Fame Macho the other night, and when I was supposed to be doing a dumb video, but I got caught up in doing a Macho video, and I actually did
Nice.
without that build, with the same build, yellow, yellow, blue, but without the Cody plate. But that is a pretty crucial play for certain cards,
It
like
is.
Jade and all that.
But
So I
20K
hope
when
you.
you're talking like the new
It's a
plate
lot.
is 16, the Dirty Dom belt is 10. I mean, that's a lot. That is a lot.
It's yeah, that one's a little bit pricey.
Yeah. All right. Then we got some shards. Seth, if you missed Radical Seth last month, 31K, or sorry,
Yeah.
3,100, not 31K, for 200 shards. That
Yep.
seems like a good buy if you missed him and
Reasonable.
need him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think even the Abbey shards aren't bad for that price point. I mean, that's
Yeah.
free to get 55 shards. It's only one time offer though, which is I'm sure people aren't
Right.
super happy about. But when you think about Tori Wilson as 6,700 to get 90, I'm like, it's Tori
Right.
though,
Yeah. Tori
or
over Abby.
75 for
Abby's
Chelsea.
more meta relevant, but
Yeah,
eh. If you're missing Sherry, there's some shards there, but that's again a high price. If they were 3,000, I would say all day. If you're missing
oh yeah,
Sherry, go for her. But yeah,
yeah. Sherry's pretty necessary in this meta.
right. And then we got Charlotte, JD, and Old Dirty Dom, the purple version of Dom. Charlotte is still good. If you're missing shards, that'd be great. I mean, that's a decent enough price. I don't know that anybody needs to have JD or Purple Dom, like that you're not going to get them in like 14 other
Yeah,
places.
I think that's a moment filler
Yeah,
shard. I think that's all that is. I mean, it's low amount. People usually have like 400, 500, 1,000 left over. Like, what am I supposed to get? They get econ. So if they
yeah.
want to get something that throw into the, he's what is his tier? Is he S tier? I think the
He's S tier, yeah. And I mean, trainer wise, he's good, but I wouldn't
yeah.
use him
I
as a
wouldn't
fighter.
waste. I wouldn't like run to get that first. I
Right,
also have a lot of shards of him, but it's there for a reason. It's a filler.
right. No, agreed. And then the straps. I mean, we don't need to talk much about these. They're random straps, and unless they've changed them, which no, they
That's RNG.
haven't. They're
They're on
RNG,
the
but it's also the older RNG straps.
yeah, they're on the wall. You can end up getting nothing out of it, right?
Right.
You could just get. I mean, there's literally none. There's 30% move defense, which we all might joke that that's what we're going to get. But hey, that's what we usually
That
get.
is what we get.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So again, that those are filler stuff. When you have nothing else that you can get for it, you just take a chance on it. But you can get that on the monthly wall anyway. So why waste here?
Yeah. And then the rest is just econ, as Goldie calls it. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's striker bundles. So obviously to help out Dom, who's a striker, if you need them, you take them, or if you just have nothing else that you can get. If you end up with 200 or 300 or 400 leftover prize wall medallions, and you're like, what do I do? Word of warning: these star fragment cases are 20 to 400, and they often land on 20. So those are not great. But everything else, if you need them, yeah, sure, grab that. That's fine. All right, I think that covers the wall. Flex, if
Yep.
you had your pick, your top two things off this wall, regardless of price, what would they be?
Oh, I would take the eat
Okay,
first. Devil's Drip probably second because I like throwing out multi damage. But a close third would be his gem damage strap. A close second would be his gem damage strap.
okay,
Quite frankly, I like having the new play too, but I'm not. I like having 150% guaranteed damage for the new meta
right.
for what we saw earlier. How about yourself? What are you getting?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I did get Dom. I haven't played on my own account yet. I'll hopefully get a little bit of time tonight. But if I got a strap randomly out of that, then that'd be great. But if not, then yeah, probably the 150 strap. I have one Devil's Drip that isn't up on anybody, but I don't have any extra yeets, so the yeet would be the big get for me if I can get to it. So I'm pretty much the same. The yeet, but not the Devil's Drip on my end. So the yeet, the Dirty Deeds, and the 150 strap are my gotchas. So
Awesome.
yep. Well, that's it for this video, and then actually probably for the stream too, because my kids are going to bed and it's getting a little bit. I haven't seen DJ go live yet. I was
He
figuring
did.
we'd get
Yeah,
to
we can
rate.
rate him. He's
Oh,
there.
we did? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, great. Well, then let's end this video and then we'll end the stream and raid him. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe both to Champions Chat Podcast on YouTube and TWF Gaming, one of the newest official content creators. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to load the raid. Flex, anything you want to say to everybody before we go?
No, this has been a ton of fun. I appreciate you allowing me to be on. Thank you to Rusty for taking some time off so I can not fill in his shoes because I could never do that. But
Oh, it was fun, though.
no, it was. We had a lot of fun. We got to see some new cars, and we both have a passion for the new Dom. Ironic
That's
because we're
right.
supposed to hate him.
I know. You're supposed to not like him. Well, we're sending everybody over to DJ. That's it for this stream. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you all.